That's just because of the sleeves, brother.
Ain't no way them motherfuckers ever gonna see my bicep.
I'm getting my Kraig Smith on. All that.
Motherfuckers, they never gonna see that. Man, shit.
I be seeing this shit in the camera all the time. Yeah.
What's the proof on this, man?
Yeah, I just stay outside. I keep my. I stay my ass.
12? God
We live?
What's the name of it coming?
Can you put it on this TV right here too, fellas?
And so we can get the chat up on the screen?
The middle joint?
Show coming?
I don't know. He said he coming late.
Okay.
Is he coming?
It's like delayed, so it got like override.
Then they got a dog
Okay.
fight.
Alright, he said he got a what?
A dog fight.
You're defending the champion.
They can put $35 on himself, and I gotta be there. I need that 35.
Like, I think it goes over this shit but it's like a 30-second delay.
Okay.
Like, he usually changes this to YouTube himself.
Yeah, he changed it. Just
YouTube with the
He just
control.
clicks into the stream with the controller. That's all on this TV. Hey.
That nigga just mad something.
Who?
I think that's how they go.
Let's getting this thing going, y'all. Y'all pile in.
Pornhub got the cracking and shit.
Nah, that was Instagram. That ain't something like Pornhub, though.
I know. Soft porn and shit on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
We on. Yeah, just click into that and we
Booyah.
good than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I've got to leave.
Oh, yeah.
We in there?
Swimwear.
You got your Green Bay Packers Scully on?
That's it, Green Bay Packers.
Packers.
Super Bowl one.
Green Bay Cappers. That's a team lion niggas play for the Green Bay
I
Cappers.
think we can win Super Bowl one if they would have took us back to Super Bowl. We can win that.
Them niggas was like 190 nigga linebackers. Nigga.
Yeah.
Run them niggas over.
Who gonna be the quarterback?
Leather helmets, nigga. We have
Another quarterback, man.
You can throw the rock?
Nigga.
I was like,
That's funny you said that. I wanted to do that, man. We should get us a little, we can do flag or something. We ain't trying to kill ourselves,
I've
but
been on that offensive line power driving them motherfuckers.
Definitely. Niggas should do that. Start a flag football league. Other podcasts. We'll serve y'all niggas. Just let y'all know.
Hey, man. It's hilarious, man. We're going to start this 1580. Ready? Hey, welcome to Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Yeah. What's going on, fellas? Welcome to the show. I'm going to open up with some vagina facts.
Oh.
all right. Okay.
That's new for you.
Yeah. Hey. Did you know a woman's vulva is not a part of her vagina?
No, didn't know that.
The vagina is actually only 3 to 6 inch long muscular canal that runs from the cervix to the lower part of the uterus.
Wow.
3 to 6 inches.
Wow.
So what? So the
And we hear all this talk about women looking for men that are packing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches of thunder.
Right.
And the vagina is only 3 to 6 inches long.
Somebody capping.
Yeah. So I want to know is what is that extra 4 to 6 inches I got damaging? Because it's going in the house. Let me left outside. It's going in the house. It's going in the house.
That's hilarious.
Tearing something up, man.
I never knew that about the vagina. Only 3 to 6 inches, man. People can't orgasm from vaginal penetration alone. 18% of vagina owners say that they can
Well, everybody don't got papers to it. This is the ones who got papers. That's loaded, huh?
Only 18% of vagina owners say they can reach orgasm with just penetration. For the other 80%, the key orgasmic ingredient is the clitoris. Are y'all working that clitoris?
Nah, you can't do it too much though.
Like a job.
Yeah.
You can't do it too much though.
Like a guitarist.
The woman can desensitize herself though down there.
Yeah, but them toys take the feeling away.
Yeah, and you be down there all night.
That's why it's a hands-on experience.
A lot of women are overusing their vagina. They're overstimulating
We talking
themselves.
about real women, Todd. Nothing. It's a hands-on. You blow her up.
You ever been with a woman like, oh, she's overstimulated?
Definitely.
How do you deal with a woman who's overstimulated?
Man, I don't know.
Hold on, before we go there, how did you reach the consensus? How did you know? This, I don't need to talk to you. You've been overstimulated.
Yeah.
You ain't having a good time?
Listen, when Martin start and the Martin go off and I'm still eating the pussy, you are very overstimulated. That's way too much. Oh, that's way too much. The vagina. I'm sorry. The vagina is way too stimulated. So you got another woman you're dealing with. She's supposed to know herself. So she's supposed to get herself to that. So if she's not doing that and I'm putting in the extra work, so she's definitely. Oh, I'm saying desensitized.
So it can't be.
No, not at all.
Well, can't be what,
Not
Black?
at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Averages is off.
It can't be your work ethic.
Averages
It has to be her, huh?
Averages is off.
Okay.
See, that's saying the averages is off. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get up. You overstimulated.
Too much.
There's a whole episode of Mark.
A whole episode. Commercials and everything. That's 31 minutes.
A lot of women are overstimulated. They think it. A lot of women run around saying that they're independent, good women, educated, in their 40s.
Yeah.
And 30s. No, the problem is your vagina is overstimulated.
Yeah.
You're too good.
Yeah, you're searching for someone who can surpass the unhuman level of vibration that you've been punishing yourself with these sex toys.
Seriously.
Roger that.
Ladies, you are humiliating yourself in the sack.
Yeah, that's right.
If it takes me longer than 15 minutes, I'm gonna say 25.
Wow.
That's being.
If it takes longer than 20 to 25 minutes, you need to go see a psychologist.
Y'all are just getting up. Y'all got to stop watching. It goes off, and y'all like, oh, 25 minutes.
No.
25 minutes for them.
It takes however long it takes.
We working
I'm up
for
there.
Todd.
Man.
Well, Todd,
You see
the
that side
difference
tooth? When tooth that fell out, he's still there.
Now you got a battery on the back of
What Todd don't know is we working for pleasure. You working for housing.
Yeah.
You stay down there until it's time to come up.
Man, yeah, you better not get up.
I'm missing
Take out the
focus.
trash afterwards. Too.
Better believe it. Yeah.
Sounds like, can I clock out of the vagina?
Yeah.
Work overtime.
Yo, so does that replace the real thing, bro? What I'm saying is, because a lot of times you hear women talk about touch. You feel what I'm saying? You hear them talk about all that other stuff. You hear them talk about all that other stuff, but like you said, that thing, you know what I mean? It's damaging a lot of people. You know what I mean? So I don't know what y'all think. You think how important is how important is the rest of it?
The rest of the vagina?
No, the rest of it.
I'm working on this piece right here.
What I'm saying is, you said that they overusing the thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Totally.
So if that's the case, then why do we got to do all the other stuff? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Every job is different, man. If you walk on the set and you got to work overtime, that's the company you're working for, you know? Me personally, if they say the trash is taken out already,
Well,
thank you.
Go ahead, Todd.
I might be a little different. I happen to love vagina, so if it takes me longer to be down there, then I'm gonna stay down there.
But what
You
is
gonna
the
pickle your
love
face, man.
of the vagina
Right. Got to do with the function
have to
of it.
do for her abusing her? What does that have to do with her abusing herself?
You talking about mechanical misconduct?
A lot of women are abused. They don't call the police and file domestic violence when they abuse themselves.
No.
If I was to treat a woman vagina how she treats it, I'd be in prison. Imagine every day, if you was a woman's vagina, there's a metal or there's a rubber rod that's vibrating and rattling your brain and making it impossible for you to relax and just chill. Imagine every time. What if I had a big pole every time you relax? It's abuse. Women are abusing themselves, and it's not right that we can't abuse women the way they abuse themselves.
No.
That's not right.
Come on,
I mean, Kraig, did you mention the yardstick that the women be using?
There's a yardstick. That's 3 feet.
Yes.
What?
Whoa.
What? 3 feet? What is a? Go ahead, man. I don't.
Yeah. So you got women taking it in both holes with yardsticks. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 inches wide. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
How can you take
yardstick?
that, Otto? We learn something new every day.
What'd you say? I missed what you said. Would you say that again, please?
How do you deal with that? That's a holy.
That's how you deal with that. I don't deal with it. I mean, I've watched it. It's very entertaining.
How do they deal with it?
They just take it because they can.
Yeah.
Because they're, you know what I mean? Again, they are not their bodies. They're spiritual beings having human experience.
Is that leather on the side of your glass?
It is.
What is it? Velvet or something?
But it's wild though, man. It's just crazy how much pressure they can take, like how much pain you can actually take. Before, you got to put yourself to the test though.
Do you know the G-spot is not real?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not a real thing. There's been studies. It's just the internal portions of the clitoris.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe that.
So the back of the clit.
The clitoris is it runs inside the joint.
So it's the back to that thing.
The little tip front, that's like just a little, that's just a little part of it. But it has a body to it.
Like an iceberg.
It has a body. It has a body. So, I just found, I didn't know that. That's incredible.
What if that was just the tail? You're just munching on the tail,
Munching on
So when a woman say, kiss my butt. Yeah, all right, no problem.
Munching on the tail.
Yeah.
I love all clitoris.
Do you?
all of them?
All of it. Like the whole thing.
Even the penis looking ones?
No, I don't know about that.
Even the 6 inch ones?
I don't know about that.
I get you a point. I like that.
Auto, do around that one.
Those ones are the ones who are ready to transform into men. Like I said before, they can turn their ovaries into outeries. Okay. Well, Kraig said that, but
did you say it or Kraig said it?
We both said it.
At the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, I do the alley-oop, he finished it.
Vaginas are supposed to have a smell.
Yeah.
There's an army of bacteria that protects it and keeps it clean. Mm-hmm. And those soldiers in the army fight vigorously against invading forces that could articulate themselves into the environment and really destroy a woman's reputation. Yeah.
So that clear or odorless is not what it's cracked up to be. You're actually unprotected, ladies.
Definitely. You're over sanitized.
That don't mean smell like a fish tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something out there that want to make
Nothing
that.
ever means that.
No, you got some that think that's cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's had those experiences. You must think it's cool to be walking around like that.
I don't think it means you look for anything. I think if you get a faint little, what Kraig's saying is it's okay. It's protection.
The faint little whoop. That's cool. Yeah.
I think that fact was for more like guys like me, man. I get a whiff of anything that ain't right, I'm out.
Oh yeah, just a little pungency.
Yeah, pew.
So you saying with her clothes on, even if you smell a little bit from the outside?
But I mean,
The soldiers are chilling.
Jeans are cheating.
Chill.
She's got to fight that war, right?
but you still have to smell the pheromones. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
just bleach everything out and just be just vague. No. It has to have some sort of flavor.
It's a difference between pheromones and must.
Some flavor. Yeah.
Pheromones is one thing.
Flavor
Musty is
is
something else.
I mean, but
thing.
some people like chocolate ice cream, and some people like Dutch double chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the musty, like the strong scent. Some people like strong scented women with bushes. Some don't.
All I heard was chocolate chip ice cream and dishes done.
Here's the thing. Do you know a woman can be wet and it has nothing to do with sexual arousal?
Oh yeah.
Not
That army you talking about, right?
that army. It's that army down there working, man.
Sometimes
there's
you
also
should just
sweat
rush it
glands. There's sweat glands in the vagina, and sometimes if the walls touch, it'll just get wet to keep it lubricated. To prevent friction.
There you go.
Shout out to that.
The vagina is a very incredible instrument of God.
Thank you.
I love it.
And so the women who don't have a scent, they usually flush everything out. So a lot of times they're usually dry. So they're not ready to go when it's time to go. They require extra lubrication.
You got to go. You need to go.
Yeah,
You got that glow. Your body's you got that glow. You ever seen a vagina change colors? They change colors.
Only on Kraig Facts, man. This is
Yeah, look.
I see that.
A vagina.
That's what's happening now here in the streets. Wow. I have not seen that.
Colors.
No.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
Do you ever look at it though?
No, man. I change colors.
I mean, most people be down there with their eyes closed.
You remember who you're talking to? Todd loves it. So if Todd ain't seen it,
Yeah.
well,
I ain't been out there.
I'll take that back. If Otto ain't seen it,
Right, exactly.
it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Otto, have you seen it change colors?
Yeah, I have seen it change colors.
Wow.
That's a Kraig Fact for us, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, bunnies change color all the time and go from pink to beige to red to burgundy.
I believe
The
you.
bunnies do.
Why?
Wow, man.
That's
Burgundy.
after pounding a lot in
Batters and
burgundy.
bruises.
Well, that's exactly what
That's the bruising.
Yeah,
when a woman gets excited, the blood rushes to the area, and it darkens the vagina. Yeah,
The lights a bit.
Yeah, so it can go from regular flesh tone to dang near purple if it's the right chick. Yeah, that's incredible, man. Some vagina facts, huh?
delicious.
You can lift weights with your vaginas, ladies.
Wow.
Hey, this is true. This is true. Give us the facts, Kraig. Come on, let the people know.
Well, y'all want to see that? You want to see that?
Yes.
Vagina weightlifting is a thing. The act of inserting an anchor into the vagina that attaches to a weight or a string
I'm not mature.
is more than clickbait. It's actually a way to strengthen the pelvic floor.
Say it again, Kraig.
Yeah.
Strengthen the pelvic floor.
Strengthen
You know how important it is to strengthen the pelvic floor? That's where all the orgasms stimulate.
Check this out. Some people have two vaginas. Due to a rare abnormality called uterus didelphys, a smaller number of people actually have two vaginas. People with two vaginas can still get pregnant and deliver a baby, but there's a much higher risk of miscarriage and preterm labor.
By busting in the wrong hole.
How does that look?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Busting in the wrong hole. Like,
Like,
Generally internals.
Can
made a
y'all,
left instead of a right when it came out.
Yeah.
I do know. I love it.
can y'all,
That has to be fire.
That's
Just
right,
being
that's
in and
right.
you hitting a
Like-
different like
that's what I'm saying. Can y'all imagine that? The first date, your first date with her? You know what I mean? The first time you get down there and you see two of them things?
You're like,
It gotta be.
which one do I eat?
It gotta be like a gangbang video somewhere out there with one of these people out there somewhere. Like, that porn star chick probably getting paid all the money.
double.
I mean,
Double.
but keep it 100 though. I mean, the first time we had intercourse, we didn't look down there. We just put it in and kept going.
How you know?
I seen your time. I remember your time.
For
I was in
me,
the club. You know what I mean? Don't worry about what I was looking at.
you got to keep the woman's mind stimulated. You know what I'm saying? You can't, especially if this is their first time and it's your first time. You got to be kissing and touching. You can't just give her no time to think.
You still taking it down, basically?
Yeah,
What?
You still taking it down? The first time.
Oh, this her first time?
No, the first time you meet her.
She doubled up?
No, I'm saying the first time you meet her, she got 2 cooches. Are you smashing still?
Both cooches. I'm broken both. Smashing both of them.
My name is Barbara. They call me Two Cooch. Two Cooch from the set.
Two Cooch. Like, I'm Barbara, this is Shirley.
Two Cooch from the set.
They're not seeing eye to eye, but
Two Cooch from the set.
So you fellas that's out here that's single and everything, man. Y'all, if y'all run into 2 cooch, y'all would take that down.
Is she wifey material?
I'm just saying, like, would y'all go?
I would not.
Would you step up to the challenge?
How would we know that?
Because the homie told you.
She don't tell me?
No, the homie told you.
The
homie told you she got 2 cooches.
all right, we're done here. The homie tell me.
Not even for
The homie told me.
You wouldn't even know about a story?
I'm gonna take her down.
You taking it down?
I got enough stories.
Blade's gonna take her down. He ain't gonna tell nobody, but he gonna take her down.
No.
2 Cooch is crazy.
2 cooches.
Gucci man. Gucci man.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, man. Interesting facts about the vagina. That's crazy. Women, to all you ladies, man, please properly pamper
The putty.
your womanhood, because men want to get down there and enjoy themselves. And don't make it an extra task. Take a bath, and like Keith Sweat say, that'll make it last forever. You know what I'm saying? That's the vagina facts. When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God, God, God.
Let the pussy marinate.
Yeah.
Pussy marinate. In warm water. Try and put some honey in, a couple drops of honey.
What if you get a yeast infection in one and the other one ain't got it?
It's over. I'm not even fucking with her. Any bitty.
Which one you gonna hit?
I ain't fucking.
You beat one and eat
Hey,
those?
just slide whatever yeast is getting on that side. Just slide it to the other side.
Slide it to the
It says,
side.
and one vagina had a yeast infection, the other one was clean.
Oh.
You like Gucci anyway, nigga. This shit
Nah, man.
Like,
Old school.
the
Put
pussy lips
some butter, nigga.
the pussy lips over here sticking together. I ain't trying to do
On
with
the time of the
that.
month. On the
What?
time of the month, do both.
Oh yeah.
They probably
My
seen
cousin
both.
fight.
Hey, bleed both. Bleed. Double
They
bleed.
got 2 different periods.
Double bleed.
Is that right?
That'd be the worst.
I hope they see both.
All right, y'all ready? You ready, Todd?
Yeah.
All right. When we come, ready? Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God, God, God. The only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi. What you got for us, Todd?
Oh man, it's sports news today, man. Devin Booker can be back earlier than expected. He was expected to be out. He said he can be back right now, Game 6, and make it a series, man. They need him right now. I know that's your squad, Dunk. How you feel about
Yeah,
that?
man. You know what I mean? Like, we all right at home. You know what I'm saying? With the squad we got. But when we go into, you know what I'm saying, where they at in New Orleans, it's a whole different, you know what I mean, get down. Brandon Ingram play different. They whole team, because they don't have like no real stars out there right now, but Brandon Ingram. You know what I'm saying? They got people that's emerging, but once they get at home, they had a whole nother team. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to beat them in their element.
So with a situation like this, do you rush Booker back for this season, for this playoffs, or do you wait?
You
for
gotta
next
win
year?
now. You gotta win now because like Chris Paul ain't getting no younger.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you never know what's gonna happen.
Jagged Edge predicted that. We ain't getting no younger.
You know,
Chris ain't getting no
And
younger.
then you always have that outside chance that GM messes up the situation.
Right.
Like look what happened to the Thunder. They didn't take advantage of what happened with Miami. Then the next year, the stupid GM trades James Harden. Instead of it only took $80 million to keep him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't do it. So GM do dumb stuff like that all the time. So it's like while you got the squad to win, you better win.
What's that? Paint the whole situation. What's the series right now?
It's the 3-2.
3-2. Yeah.
3-2 Pelicans.
No, Phoenix.
No,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, we just won.
If it's Game 7, you got to play him. You know what I mean? Game 6, you could probably. I mean, they
Yeah, you
blew him
probably
out
missed Game
last
6.
game, but
Oh.
This is the
Game
most
7, you gotta
injuries
play
I
him.
remember in the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
Nah,
The
2 years
bubble,
ago,
the bubble,
2020.
the bubble was more injuries,
And last
or the year after the bubble.
Last year,
when Giannis
Kyrie,
won.
they got hurt. Yeah. Kawhi got towards ACL.
Durant.
Everybody got hurt.
Yeah, everybody got hurt. Last
Trey
year.
Young, everybody, they was getting hurt.
Yeah, Trey Young got hurt in the finals.
Well, if the Pelicans pull it off, that would be crazy.
That's crazy.
All the former Lakers.
At least.
How you feel about that? You feel like we should have kept him?
Yeah, I said that from the beginning. Like, I'm not
Definitely
gonna, I don't want to trade one championship for potential 3 or 4. Like, it's like we knew the squad wasn't no good back then because they was young. Look, the Warriors didn't win the championship their third year together anyway. But your 5th, 6th year together? I look at Boston right now. They don't have like that's just 5 years of continuity that they got, and then Jason Tatum turning into a star. So if you have Lonzo, Ingram, and Kuzma, and then Nance coming off the bench, and that's your core, and then you maybe sign one free agent, that's a championship squad. Now the Lakers probably ain't gonna win nothing for 8-9 more years.
That's
Man, I don't think it'd be that long.
And no draft picks.
Hey, that white boy we got is dope, but he not enough though.
Yeah.
Mac McClung,
Oh yeah.
that they need to play him, bro. He is an incredible athlete. Have you seen him play?
Yeah, he's good.
He was in the G League like the whole year.
I said Booker playing right
Yep. What you got for us, Otto?
So, households, everybody is fed up. You know what I mean? We ain't going for no more. We want regular air TV. We want cable back. We want the old OG regular cable. People, pretty much, the numbers show that households is not messing with streaming services. We capped off. There's too many streaming services. You got too many good shows spread across the board. You want all the shows in one place. And the numbers are showing that people are really not subscribing no more.
Where'd you read this at?
Please tell me.
Well,
Love to know.
Bloomberg.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, hey, this sounds like good old-fashioned lobbying. This sounds like the cable companies are taking huge losses and trying to figure out a way to sway people's perception to do something that's outdated.
Yeah.
It's over for regular TV, bro.
Over.
My English teacher would call this gobbledygook.
They probably basing that off the Netflix, you know what I'm saying, doing changing the user password thing, and that they lost like 200,000 subscribers or something, like a day. So you know what I'm saying, when you have that happening, and of course the numbers are gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching Netflix, I'm gonna keep it a bing bang straight. Let me get that
Netflix, you can't stop it.
No, they're not. Netflix is fine, but they're not adding more. So it's like you have Netflix, you have Disney Plus.
They're adding more.
No, they're not.
This news is coming from the accounting department.
It's actually not. It's coming from Netflix.
They lie all the time.
Yeah, man.
I'm just.
They lie all the time.
Hey,
The minute that stock price needs a 2% increase.
Would you rather have regular cable? Or versus all of the streaming services?
I'll rather.
Cable is trash.
I'll rather be able to look at all my shows in one place.
But
Not having to download this app. I mean, yeah.
You know but what's the difference between that and regular cable? It's the same thing.
What do you mean?
It's the same thing.
You point the remote and push the button. How hard can it be?
No. You have to pay. You pay different subscriptions. You have to pay for Netflix. You paying for
HBO, gotta pay
Disney Plus.
But that's because you're paying one person for everybody.
right.
So it's the same
But
thing.
all these platforms.
HBO is $15 by itself.
True, but
So I don't have to pay a $199 cable bill and get upgrade letter, email, text, and phone call every 6 months about a new package. I don't got to go through that. Give me what I like. HBO, ESPN, and the History Channel. That's the only thing I watch on regular channel.
I got
see what I'm saying?
TV with all the channels.
Yeah, I got some.
And they think with because cable.
Why? You don't watch all them channels, nigga?
You're right.
It's not cheaper.
My wife do, and I like having her have that convenience. And on top of that, like with DirecTV, you call them every year to threaten.
So this is about your wife.
You know you don't.
This ain't about whether the ideas out there.
I'm doing it, baby, right now. I still get it because you can call DirecTV every year and threaten to leave, and they're gonna give you all these discounts. You'll get free HBO for a year, free Showtime for a year, and your cable.
Okay, that's $30.
No. When you include the internet, when you have to package with the internet, it's like
packages. That's
the package with the internet. I'm right. If I were to have all the different streaming services. I mean, I'm right back where I was because they give you them discounts. DirecTV can hand out discounts like candy. That's so easy to get.
And you can get,
It's dated, bro.
you can get like 5 streaming services and they all playing the same thing. Why am I paying 5 different people?
They're not playing the same thing.
Some they have. I mean, they each of them have their own individual exclusive
that's why you say-
content.
that's why you said
but
they
they still have.
place.
Yeah.
I got you. Then you
that
go
makes
to
sense.
Verizon. Verizon's giving up ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus with your phone and all that stuff. So you do that, you good.
Right.
And then if you have cable, you get if you
Add stars or
I
whatever.
already got HBO, so I get HBO Max because I got the real HBO. You know what I mean?
Oh, you about to get a commercial.
But you can get HBO with the streaming services though.
Yeah. You're going too hard.
Politics.
Yeah, he just know all the rebuttals today. This ain't.
I thought about cutting cords. That was too inconvenient. Like, nah, I'm keeping this, especially when we get the
How much is your
discount.
cable bill about?
My cable bill is $140 a month. That's including internet.
You ain't got
That's
everything.
including internet. But I have
It ain't no way.
You ain't got everything.
Want to come on my house and look? You got glass on. Come in, nigga. Sit down. You got glass on. Tune in. HBO, Showtime, Stars, Cinemax,
You ain't got to run it.
Epix Plus,
Let me tell
sports
you.
package, and I got NBA League Pass for half off this past
Bro,
year.
I'ma tell you
I got
how
NBA
I
League
know.
Pass for. I got
You
NBA
know,
League Pass.
crack streams.
Man,
I'm everything off. Ain't no half, ain't no some of it. All of it is off. On crack stream.
that's showing good too.
It's all off.
A couple viruses, but I mean it's cool.
Yeah, I
Too many
I'm
pop-ups.
with you, DeWine. I get what you're
like that.
saying. I'm with it 100%. But man, these cable companies have been ripping us off for years. Remember when they used to be able to get away with making you pay to watch porn?
Yeah,
Do you remember that, having to call in and hey?
man, I just seen cousins get beat for that.
For 2 shows.
Why is this?
I kicked my mama out for that one time. What are you doing,
But
Donna?
the reason that the porn changed is because the reason it changed is because the porn game became more saturated. You have more people creating more content, so therefore you have the price comes down. That's
What do you think the whole
Streaming
purpose?
yeah.
What do you think the whole purpose of 5G and 3G was? They planned this a long time ago, Otto. This was planned, bro. They planned on putting the cable companies out of business. You know what I'm saying?
They're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed to have
we need
signals,
this competition.
right?
And I like the competition. I love the fact that people cutting cords because the more people cut cords,
If we all
have
had a
cable
million-
store, we get bigger discounts.
If we all had
it all works.
If we all had $1 million, which I'm gonna get us to one day,
Okay.
So
we all each individually had $1 million. We could have our own cable company.
Yeah. I just don't like the idea of somebody been robbing you for 20 years straight, and you say, "Hey, bro, that ain't cool, man. You've been you've been abusing me." And he said, "All right, I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I'll come down to regular numbers, man. I'll just rob you twice a weekend." That ain't cool to me.
Happens every day at the gas station.
The gas station is the biggest robbery on the planet.
So it's like you getting robbed.
Bro, you go to Texas right now or go to the South, gas is $2 or something.
And they mad about it. They mad about that too.
So
We hit like $6.70 a gallon here in LA.
Bro,
because
they
we're
are.
California.
Man, I got
Taxes and stuff.
We're California. They just expect us to have the money to pay more.
Robbed every day. Sales tax.
It costs to live next to the water.
You buy something in LA, it's a 10% tax. You go to Inglewood, it's 12.25%. Get robbed every day.
you're saying gas
Governor
is
Newsom.
the same thing.
Huh?
Gas is the same thing,
What?
right? Like with the cable company, you saying
They
gas
all
is the same.
they all own each other. These
all
be
got
the
the
same
same
company.
owners.
Yeah,
So
same
they
owners.
so they big company. They got like Netflix got a lot of stock in DirecTV.
So streaming companies are like the electric cars. They coming through now and they finna move gas up out of there.
Dwayne, you
white
got to
block-
look at this like the same way you look at preparations, man. You got to take a stand somewhere, man. You can't just accept it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it as fair market competition.
Oh,
Because what's happening is the internet, the cable companies had a conglomerate for too long. They had too much control.
Right.
Now the app-based services are coming and it's shaking up everything. I'm all with it. I'm the kind of person that everybody got to do what they do. You know what I mean? Fit in where you fit in. But at the end of the day, it's companies that is fighting each other, and that's a good thing for all of us.
Fair market is a fallacy too.
total.
It's the same people winning in the cable era that's winning in the streaming era. You feel what I'm saying? They the ones with the money and resources to make the pivot.
It's called.
We be the ones struggling. Like I got to get rid of my cable box. Wow.
And they invest in each other. Like, and I remember something I read a long time ago. GM, when Toyota overtook GM and like put like the biggest car maker on the planet, GM was like his biggest stockholder in Toyota. So it's like they put money in their own competition, and give us the illusion they hate each other.
Yeah, it's all an illusion.
Man,
So
It's all an illusion. Who sang that?
they gonna bait you in.
Cypress Hill.
What?
It's all an illusion. Something up in my brain. That's Cypress Hill. Yeah.
There's something up in my.
They gonna keep baiting us with $8 or down to $5 to $15 subscriptions, and then once you locked in, they gonna raise the price a little bit.
The hood gonna know. The hood know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, of course.
Don't get you little download. You know what I mean? You can watch anything.
What you got for us, Dunk?
Man, Elon. You know what I'm saying? Elon involved in 2 stories. You know what I'm saying? We already know he bought Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Bought that up. That's gone.
So it's official. He owns Twitter.
He owns Twitter.
How much did he buy it for?
I think 44 billion. 40-something billion. 44 billion. 42 billion around there. So he owns that. Free speech. He said you can say what you want to say on there. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos got on there and was talking ahead just to see if you can really do it. You know what I'm saying? So he got on there and tried to push the issue like, oh, you can. You know what I'm saying? So but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So he giving Trump his account back or something?
No,
But why not?
Trump get his account
Trump got
back.
his own social network, so he probably won't do that because he's probably trying to push his own.
We'll probably do good on that.
Probably called the Truth Network, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all get on there for the right money?
Oh, for sure.
You're not going. You're going.
I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm a capitalist.
yeah, for real.
Straight up.
Yeah, over everything.
We all
Period.
We all gonna have orange come over here.
For real. Hey, they got that bag right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was looking at the Elon Musk thing from 2 angles. On one end, you hate when the rich people also control the media outlets.
Yeah.
Because we saw what happened with William Randolph Hearst. That wasn't a good thing. You know what I mean? And it's happening again with Jeff Bezos owning the Washington Post. So on one end, it's a concern because he can control what stories get shared and what doesn't. And right now, when it comes down to making the internet a public utility, that's a major thing going on in Congress right now.
It is.
And Elon Musk has been putting a lot of money behind defeating the bill to make it a public utility. For those of you who don't know, the reason why you can say anything you want over your telephone is because it's a public utility. Even though AT&T, these people own lines, they can't regulate what you say because the people put up the tax money for the telephone lines to be built. Right. Same with the internet. So
all technology comes from taxation.
Yeah.
And then once they get it, they privatize it and feed their families with it.
Yes.
And they use that same technology to set traps, to imprison us, to control our lives.
Yep.
So when you thinking that voting and not being involved is a cool thing, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You better be involved because they're taking our money and creating things and using those creations to subjugate us.
Especially locally, because your local congressman, your local senator, they're the ones that hold the votes to say if the internet's going to become a public utility, which it needs to be because we paid for those internet lines back in 1996 with Telecommunications Act by Bill Clinton. But the good thing is Elon Musk is also saying he is going to open it up for people to talk. Because I don't believe in censoring people I don't agree with.
Yeah.
If I don't agree with you,
I do.
I want to see you if I don't agree with you.
I'm not talking about over the media, but I'm talking about in my grasp. There's certain stuff that I'm not having it.
Oh, that's one thing. I mean, like overall, I'm glad to find out because back in 2010, I didn't think Alex Jones was a racist. But I got to see him talk long enough to be like, oh, he's racist.
Yeah, he's on the.
So I want to be able to identify. Let them say whatever they want to say. Because I'm going to say what I want to say.
So that's going to change the whole game. So, since it's unfiltered, all these television shows that have these Twitter feeds that go live as they're talking, they have a Twitter feed. It's unfiltered now. People can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? But
people say what they want to say anyway.
Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
Like what he's saying.
Oh, y'all don't mess with white girls?
That's white girl sing that song.
Oh, they didn't hear me singing that song. Say what you need to say.
Word,
Yeah, I know the whole thing. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, we was talking about
He was lost.
Auto flat top being okay to be on Twitter now.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So I feel that, but I'm saying, if you want to, like, he's saying like a company, like say if
ESPN, like
ESPN say something, they can say what they want to say. Of course, they can say what they want to say, but they are a company that publicly trades on the stock market, so they got investors that they can't just say what they want to say. So the only people who are going to can't say what they want to say is us. We the one. No. The have-nots the one talk the most.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Hey, Tavis, can I get some lunch or breakfast or something? I'm starving.
Hey, hit the like button, y'all, please.
Yeah.
Please hit the like button and share this to y'all friends.
Punk motherfuckers. But look, I'm saying, like, look. You see that Corey Holcomb got kicked off for saying some shit, right? Right. Corey Holcomb is talks for the average nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what he finna say is finna be for the people. So they don't want, they shutting shit like that down. Now
Bus is bringing that back.
Yeah, like,
but also
this racism.
White people want to be able to say the N-word.
They say the N-word right now. They don't censor that. They don't censor that.
White people saying the N-word has no effect.
It's normal.
Yeah, they do not censor that. They do not censor that.
I'm talking about.
You're not white unless you say the N-word.
Man,
That's why you're white.
If you're watching like morning TV, like morning talk TV, like morning news shows, right? And they ask people to tweet them or say things. They'll have like a live feed of the tweets that they're getting. Now it's really unfiltered. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Y'all ready? Hold on.
That's gonna make these morning talk shows hire some decent writers.
Yeah, for real.
Write on Twitter.
All right, let's run it, ready? Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. What you got for us, Blaze?
All right, man. Auto news today. Automobiles, that is.
I don't know. Like, I healed up. I can walk normal now. There's no more pus.
clean as a whistle.
He got home okay.
I bent my yardstick.
Ford reporting a $3.1 billion loss first quarter, as expected. You know what I mean?
You said Ford had a $4 billion loss, and it was expected.
They reported a $3.1 billion
$3.1 billion loss.
first quarter. I mean,
Why was it expected?
Because everybody else doing it. You know what I mean? It's the shortage of chips and parts and whatever they need to be able to produce these cars. But I think everybody got what they need. But it's just like any other part of the business.
Oh, yeah, loss is a part of owning a company.
You already based off last year's numbers.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we had to report our finances the way that some of these big companies?
Oh man, we never did that.
You think you would still have the same women in your life?
Oh, never.
Front page of the paper. Blaze reportedly, he almost ruined himself with a $2,000 loss. He's almost ruined. He's been borrowing to pay rent all week. We don't know if he's gonna be able to pay.
You got 2 phone calls you waiting on.
How many women would you lose if you had to report your finances in the paper?
He lost Cheryl because of 6 months of extravagant spending. He went to 3 concerts.
But it would be cool at some point because it'd be normalized, and so that women's standard won't be so high because everybody's really, being honest. And that becomes like coming down to $2,000 versus somebody thinking you balling got a Lambo, but you really don't.
The news flash is this: the average man, black man that is, only makes about $40,000 a year anyway. So
I doubt it. I doubt it's that high.
Everybody's $2,000 away.
I doubt it's that high. I was in Oklahoma a few years ago.
Oh, Oklahoma!
In Oklahoma, you can work at the gas station and buy a house.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You can work at the gas station.
At the Go Mart.
Yeah, I heard people from Texas complaining like that. They were like, "Oh, the median house is now $400,000," and I was like, "Man, please, that was 25 years ago."
They're blaming the Great Migration on that.
What loss would you report, Todd? If you had to, if the police came, you got to report your losses.
All the follicles in
choose
the
loss. And we're gonna put it on the front page of the paper today.
PS5, video games, all that kind of stuff. Man.
So it's gonna gonna be all Madden losses, man. I got 12 Madden losses. Financial loss.
We gonna have bags of hair.
That's what I was gonna say. So we ain't gonna talk about the enamel, the hair. Okay.
What losses you reporting, Doug?
Damn.
Financial losses.
Gang of finance.
Front
man.
page of the paper. Duncan Incorporated.
I was $40,000 in debt to on child support to a girl that had no job. So
40K?
40K. Didn't even know.
Now, is that what the interest and all that? Is that the original principle?
The whole time. I didn't even know that she was claiming I was the
Father.
So the clock starts.
You can say you the daddy, you ain't got to be there.
The clock starts as soon as the child was born. But like whether
No.
Wait, talking to the mic, brother, man.
And it doesn't work like that.
It does.
The clock starts when she signed that paperwork.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying, but they will backdate it.
If they didn't give her no money at 3 months, at 6 months, then what are they charging him or her for?
But I'm not
They'll
saying
backdate it.
why. But they will charge you for it. It will be a part of your bill. It will be accumulated.
It doesn't work like that.
Because
Let them do it.
It's a loan. It's a loan. The reason he got to pay this money back is because they loaned her money.
I know.
They took care of his kids from this time to that time.
Right.
And in that time span,
Yep.
you know, it's a certain amount of money that's tied up. And then they add the interest and all that. But they can't charge him for money that they never gave her.
a fact.
They will give it to her. They will backdate. Is what I'm saying to you. So if my child needed care from the age of 1 to 2, and I got the account at the age of 2, I will get a bigger lump sum at the beginning.
Yeah, but you signed up at 1 and they didn't give it to you to 2, so then they'll backdate it.
yeah, y'all saying the same thing.
The date don't matter.
No.
I'm talking about the amount that on his bill is accumulated back
Yeah,
on.
go back to that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an article out right now. I encourage you guys to look it up in the LA Times. It's talking about how much money the state of California makes because they turn welfare into a loan.
Yeah,
Basically, it's a very-
basically, yeah.
and
Bullshit.
So when the state starts handing out, when the parent who has parental rights starts handing out benefits, like what he's saying, because some people out there think like, how can he not know? The minute somebody put somebody down as the father, the state don't check, the state don't care.
Right.
They start giving those benefits out as a loan, and whoever's written down, it got to pay that loan back.
Right. So child support is a loss that you report. What would you report as a loss? Snaps? Front page of the paper.
Probably like some car repo or something like that. You know what I mean? Something
Anybody been repoed in here?
Oh, for sure.
You ain't real unless you been repoed,
I
man.
got repo for sure.
Money you ain't been
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Call to the police.
why we always act surprised when the car ain't there? I've been parking this car 12 miles from my destination for 6 months, and they finally catch up to you.
12 miles.
And you,
Call the police first. I always call the police. Like, police! Y'all ain't gonna believe this.
the Mexicans just stole my car, man.
Y'all ever hear the tow truck late at night?
Yeah.
And you be looking out the window to make sure.
That'd be funny.
Hey, got you.
If you see me sitting on my porch smoking and I see a tow truck come and get somebody's car, that'd be entertaining. They'd be fast.
Parking
Yeah,
at
they
a
come out there and get out. They don't want them problems.
Yeah, they'd be 45 seconds. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Somebody
whoop.
taking your car, you coming out tripping.
We got to do something about these shady tow truck companies. Blaze was recently the victim. Tell them what happened, Blaze.
I let the homie borrow my limo, right? And yeah,
Frankenstein?
like that.
That's the one from Vampire in Brooklyn.
Hey, that's one of the greatest movies. People don't talk about it.
Slept on.
When he came and robbed them Italians at the Italian restaurant,
Oh my God!
Eddie Murphy is incredible.
So anyway, he parked it at his condo, man, and they came through and swooped it, towed it and drug it back to wherever their yard is. He get to the yard to go get it and get it out. The steering wheel crooked. It's pulling hard to the right.
They snatched it.
Man. So I'm a car guy, so I already know what it is, man. They didn't have the proper equipment to tow that thing
It's
in the
supposed to
first place.
flatbed it, right?
And it can't be no regular flatbed, because it's on air the whole nine.
Okay.
But they messed up a tie rod end or something, and you know what I'm saying, threw the steering out of whack, and just told him, man, it was like that already. As if you ride with your steering wheel like this, you get it back, it's like this. As if you wouldn't notice that,
Like you've been driving.
So the limo,
like that.
the limo's out of commission?
No, they're not a commission. It's just
You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
More money, more time.
Yeah, no, we ain't swallowing that, man. They gonna fork that.
pay for that.
That's their initial. People always tell you something real quick. You know what I'm saying? see if you walk away.
But let's tell people how to deal with shady tow truck companies because we all have been the victim.
Yeah.
I remember I had a car towed and I had a PS3 in the back, and when I went to get it, it wasn't there. And they can just take stuff and be like, "Oh, it wasn't in there when we got it."
Right.
Police report. It's okay to snitch on tow truck companies. It ain't a gangster thing, man.
That's a fact.
Especially when they tow you illegal. That's your property. Forget what the homies say. Go to the police. Document the process, man, because there's a lot of shady business going on with these tow trucks, man. Document the process. Go to the police, get a police report. What should they do next?
Man, I don't know, man. I got told when I was in class at film school. I came out on break. When it was smoke. You got a car with the car.
You gotta gather receipts.
We supposed to
act like you got a right.
We supposed to be getting game. Ty got another story. I don't know what that, but listen.
I got triggered.
I ain't figured it out yet. Yeah. We supposed to haven't figured it out, Ty.
Okay.
People think we know everything.
Did you not have a parking permit?
The tags was bad. I was riding dirty, man.
They went to school because of bad tags.
But that's what the security do, like at the malls and stuff like that.
ride around
Like
with
they ain't got nothing to do better.
Yeah.
Like they don't even secure.
They tag snitch?
Bro, yes, bro. They literally. Yes, bro. Like,
that's 3 months over the day.
That's South Bay Galleria. That's what they do, bro. I see that.
That's a cold game right there. People are mean, man. Why did you do that to somebody?
You like random. You ain't got no life if you just tag snitching, bro.
You gotta keep.
Now, the tow truck company give them a kickback.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio, the only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.
That nigga see 4 niggas get told be quiet. Hold on real quick. Nah, I'm gonna be the 5th nigga to say that.
I got on a raccoon hat.
Little skinny ass Prince Marky D back there.
They got the Flanders on, my nigga.
You got Rico Smiley Crockett back there.
That nigga say got the Flanders on.
That is Prince. Rest in peace.
All right, so we got Show, Dewan, Snaps, and Sonny.
Sonny D.
So we're gonna be quick. We got the 2 4-minute segments.
The
So
drink,
I'm
man.
gonna go
Talk
straight
about
to
the
you.
drink.
Ready? Welcome back to Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God, God, God. What you got for us, Snaps?
All right, let's jump in to some tree talk, y'all. All right, last week in New Jersey, they released, they actually changed the law for the dispensaries to finally be able to sell marijuana to anybody over the age of 21. Right? So last week, on the first day, they sold over $2 million in marijuana sales. They said
where
in New Jersey on 420, they sold over 54,000 ounces of marijuana in New Jersey and those are that's the first day. So let me ask y'all a question.
That's tax too, huh?
That's tax too.
That's crazy.
So what is it? Like why
tell me what it is.
Why it sells? What's the need for weed? I think I don't know. I think right now, I think a lot of times what happens is when you get something new, people jump at it no matter what. You know what I mean? People line up for the new iPhones, and you know what I mean? Especially in another city or state, you see it happening everywhere else. I can't wait for it to be legal here. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing, and it's a whole culture of cannabis smokers. But the other thing is, I think it's just the times that we live in it. You know what I mean? As far as coming out of the bovid or whatever, you know what I mean? You coming out of that, the smoke it, trying to the smoke it, whatever you want to call it. I know we don't say that. We don't say that word. We don't say that here. But you know what I mean? Coming out of that, people was locked in the room, locked in the house with their kids, their families. You know what I mean? I think that marijuana is a freedom. You know what I mean? It's a way to breathe.
And let's just tell the truth. New Jersey got some trash weed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they figuring if it get legalized, they're gonna get something from California, Oregon, or Seattle, or something.
Yeah,
they will.
In Vegas, we get trash too.
But they will get that California stuff. It's just gonna cost a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think? Y'all with me on that? Y'all think that's the reason? That's the need for weed. That's why the prices
Definitely need some trees, settle down. It calms you. You know what I'm saying? It lowers blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Unless you eating fried chicken after you smoke. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean, you got a gang of health benefits to it. So it's not just, you know what I'm saying, the smoke to get high thing. You can get your mind right. You know what I mean? Definitely need that. It's better than drinking coffee or drinking liquor. You know what I'm saying? So
we stressed.
And plus, like you said, it's not legal. It's legal now. So it's like they've been living under the thumb of riding around with little, you know what I'm saying, joints in their pocket, scared to get pulled over. Now, like, it's Wild Wild West kind of.
They need the money too.
They don't have
the money.
They don't have to just smoke it. You know what I mean?
What they gonna do? Put in their butt?
No. Why would you do that? Why would you put it in the butt? I don't understand.
From the pause king.
No,
that was big.
I don't know. But I'm saying they can cook with it now. I mean, rather than just smoke weed, they can cook weed. You know what I mean?
That's real respect. What you got for us, show? Get to the mic, man. What you got for us?
Yo, what's up, man? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy, the Real DJ Show, man. The question was, you funny. Oh, man, anyways. We got Bobby Smurder, man. He got asked the question by DJ Academics. Asked, who would you do a song with? Would it be Hove or who? Like, he picked Pop Smoke over Hove. Now, I feel that, though, because generational differences. You know what I mean? You got to, easy call. Generational differences, he's more relevant. You know, it's not, in the culture. So
Ain't they homies?
Who?
Pop Smoke and Smarter, wasn't that homie?
I don't know about their background, but I just know that's what he said. Yeah, but you stay
Ain't they from the same gang? Or am I
GS9 or something like that? I'm not sure.
I don't know about New York politics. Pop Smoke was dope. So
yeah, Pop Smoke was fire.
But I mean, he was, I don't know, man. People just become great artists when they die early. It just happens, like, and they don't get an opportunity to fall off for you to really actually, measure.
But the fall off ain't real. That's all fabrication from record labels. That's a record label saying we just want to put our money into somebody else. So I don't pay attention to the fall off.
So you tell me there's nobody ever fell off that was rapping that was tight and then fell off?
Record labels can make anybody famous and sustain that level of famousness if they want to.
I agree.
If the first album they gave you a budget to get the best producers and they put your music videos out there, you're gonna be dope. If on your second album they reduced that budget down to where you got to get these up and coming producers and you don't get to promote your stuff, it's going to be a perceived fall off.
And once you become a hit artist, the people who works with you on the first album gonna charge you more on the second one. So you can't afford them saying, you know what I mean? Because that's what you got to do as a beat maker. It's like, if I go platinum, now my price is up. I can't keep taking. You know what I mean?
Today's price is not today.
It's not me.
That's facts. But you're still an artist though, right? So you can still collaborate with young artists who ain't.
No, but you got to understand, like, these record companies put millions into these artists.
I agree.
So you're not gonna leave my record company and still keep that same name. You're not gonna have that same buzz. None of that. I'm taking all that with me. That stays here. That's your catalog stays here. Everything. You can go back and do what you want to do, but just know we're stripping all that from you before you go. So you're not gonna look like Meek Mill. Look at Meek Mill right now. Meek Mill was up here, Drake hitting, but he still stayed up here when he came back. Right. But now look at how Rick Ross talking about now. He need to boss up, stop asking me for stuff. I don't know what he want me to do. He like, I ain't never made $1 off music. So it's like, you know what I mean, those type of artists too. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
like Tone Loc, Young MC, Tone Loc, Young MC. I'm saying when they came out, they were hot. They had an album.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God.
At one point, they were hot.
40 years ago.
I'm just saying. It could be somebody. I just do somebody out there just reference somebody old, but even if somebody, you can say somebody modern, like Chameleonaire. Right. Chameleonaire was hot.
How is he modern? You talking about?
I'm just saying. Niggas fall off.
Even when but you gotta look at it because music is a synergy. It's never one person. It's a group. And so what happened is. So it's like saying like
Michael Jackson fell off.
The reason why he never fell off.
Blood on the Dance Floor was trash.
He died.
No. Blood on the Dance Floor still sold like 20 million copies.
It sold, but the album was trash.
No, it was sabotaged. It was still sold around the world. It never fell off.
Of course,
it sold over 20 million copies.
Of course, the people who have never bought them had the opportunity to buy Michael Jackson. They weren't alive to buy Thriller. No, so this is your opportunity to buy.
It still sold 20 million copies.
Michael Jackson.
And Invincible sold 35 million copies.
It's like Elvis coming out with an album right now. Well, I wasn't alive when I'm finna go buy that Elvis album.
That was back when you had to go buy a CD. You couldn't stream it. You had to actually go to the store and buy it. It still sold 20 million copies. So yeah, did it fall relative to Thriller? Yeah, but it also had the same promotion as Thriller.
Ready? Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. What you got for us, DeJuan?
Tesla. Elon Musk.
Back in
He's been having that lawsuit going on, and there was an employee at the Fremont plant saying that it's a particular place within a warehouse that says "Welcome to the slave house," and that happens to be where all the black people work.
What?
See, what people don't understand it because they see Elon Musk moving Tesla to Austin, but really all that stuff got started when these lawsuits kept getting filed because Tesla is apparently a very racist place to work, and it's been rumored over the last couple of years that this lawsuit could possibly be the biggest settlement in California state history. That's what's been rumored by the LA Times. And so after that, Elon Musk said, you know what? Instead of changing and not being racist, I'm just going to move to Texas where they let me be racist. Wow. So this is going on right now in 2022. Everybody in here was raised that racism was a thing of the past and civil rights came and we need to all come together.
But that's not
What
racism.
do y'all think about that?
That's not racism.
Calling people a monkey house and paying them
That's
less?
not racism. Racism is the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. That's ignorance.
Part of racism.
Who came up with
That's
that?
ignorance. Huh?
That's racist.
That's racism.
No, it's
They're
not.
getting paid less.
That's not racism. That's
Racism?
classism.
That's classism. Yeah.
Like you said wealth and
Because they
resources.
black. they
Wealth
get
and
paid.
resources with the word Nigger, however you want to spell it. That's not. If you look up the definition in the dictionary, that's not in there.
That
No, it
part
doesn't
isn't.
have to be in the dictionary.
It's not a
but,
race.
But that's the hot button. That's the thing. Even if it was this phone meant that I was calling you out of your name. If I push it towards you, you feel offended.
If you're walking down the street and I tackle you, is that football?
Out of bounds.
But we got to get clear on it because the competition for wealth and resources is a part of the definition of racism. But the wealth and resource part is in there because they're being paid less.
Can't skip the race part.
They're also they get paid less because they're black, and they're also for the people that are cleaning. They're saying that the black employees had to like get on their hands and knees to clean certain parts.
But black ain't
They
a
work.
race. That's what I'm
It's a race
saying.
in California. In America, it is.
It ain't a race.
It's a race in America.
Where's black?
People identify as that race. So whatever you want to identify as, you're allowed to identify as that.
That don't make it real.
I don't believe this makes
Yes, it
Elon
does.
racist though.
If you treat the black people
Yeah,
different,
but is he there?
I was
running
treating- I
are you-
think about black
I'm saying
people.
like when I was at certain companies and I was getting
Look,
done by supervisors, wrong by supervisors.
Right.
I didn't blame the company. I'm like that guy's a a-hole. You know what I'm saying? He his wife probably, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else doing something she ain't got to, and he's putting all this angst on us.
Right.
So we're taking the brunt of whatever I didn't be like, okay, well, this whole company is trash. They racist.
Elon was raised.
So
by-
I'm like, I mean, it's
Elon
just
was
hard to
raised
say
in
that
South
about
Africa.
somebody. You know what I'm saying? That does what they do.
Oh, okay, we all know apartheid in South Africa.
Right, by
I'm
somebody
saying
who owned the
it.
emerald
But
mine.
ignorant white people aren't smart enough to be racist. Just because you understand, just because you practice elements of it, does not make you a conductor of it. You're just an ignorant jive piece of crap is what you are. But you can't take elements of something big and then someone produce an element of that and say they're that. The tackle walking down the street is not football.
So-
if I throw you an orange and you catch it, you're not a wide receiver. You just caught an orange.
Yeah,
But that ain't the same thing as football.
it's like football with
Racism is a complete entity. But the institution of when people practice racism is more complete than just one part of it, one element of it. If somebody that's black chooses to work for Elon Musk and he does racist things to them, they're idiots. Why would I put myself in a place and sacrifice my dignity and humanity for money and put myself in a position to allow somebody to do something detrimental to me like that? That's been this episode of Kraig Facts. Up next is Nova Time with Zoe Williams. I'm gonna do that again.
okay.
Okay. Hey, that's been this episode of Kraig Facts. Next up is Nova Time with Zoe Williams. God. See y'all next week.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead.
Bitch.
That's hella racist though, because racism, the ism of racism is a practice,
There we go.
and everybody has a practice, and they practice it on whatever level they're able to practice it on.
Why don't you go to gay bars?
'Cause I ain't gay.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
They're practicing elements of dating.
But I'm not going to.
I'm not going to work for somebody
That has a sign on the wall that says this is the
We
slave
do it all
house.
the first day. I don't give a fuck if I'm making $500,000. Well, $500,000 I may stay for a couple of years.
You got to test us and all that.
You are what you accept, nigga. Period. Point
When a
blank.
person has 3 or 4 children to care for, that makes their decisions a little bit different. So when it comes
You said
down
what?
to when a person has 3 or 4 children to care for, that makes their decisions a little bit different. I can't judge it because I don't have 3 or 4 kids.
So if you had 3 or
But at
4
the same
kids
time-
and you had to work at a gay bar,
Would you do it?
would you do it?
When I used to work security at
Yes
clubs,
or no?
when it would be gay night, sometimes I had to work security. I had to work security. Whatever.
That's different.
It is what it is. I
If
don't
you had-
dislike gay people. I'm not
He was
gay.
bartending.
And this ain't about gay people.
You know what I'm saying? But I was working on a gay night.
Right.
I was security. If
That nigga said Kraig shooting his shot.
like we worked at we work for races all the time. It's just we're behind enemy lines.
Said gave him that bandana.
But like with Tesla is like he's paying the black employees less. He's segregating. He actually segregated them and treating them different based on the color of their skin. And so when it comes down to racism, that's the actual practice of racism. Because at the end of the day, if we all the same, why I gotta work over here and it ain't no air conditioning? Why can't I use a mop? Why I gotta get on my knees and hands when the other janitors got mops?
So let me ask you this though.
why.
So if you said they paying them less, but are they still making bread though? Because sometimes morals can be bought. You feel what I'm saying?
What you mean sometimes?
All the time.
Question.
You buying morals when you go to church. You dropping that thing into the basket, saying I'm buying in on the Ten Commandments. I'm investing in the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not. I fuck with that.
When you get paid $80,000 a year, that's not buying in the morals. That's what that is. Look.
What do you mean?
That's survival.
Companies have culture.
When you're in your survival brain, you don't have the brain doesn't get to logic and reasoning. It's back here in survival.
Let me ask you this.
I agree with that. Go ahead.
So you on the job, the supervisor slide his finger up your butt and tell you,
Whoa.
like, are you okay with that? Do you not raise a?
I have a question, Blaze.
No. Hold on. Just give me a yes or no. Do you not complain because you need that 80,000 a year and you got 3 or 4 kids, or do you say, hey, man, the hell with all
I
that?
gotta ask where these dumbass questions are coming from. Because the dude is doing the right thing. You sue, and because we live in a country where there are laws. And if a place breaks a law, you get your bread.
But the question that we're debating is it racist?
Yeah.
And I said no. It's not racist. It takes more than 1 or 2 elements of something to call it racist. It's more complete than that.
It's more racism. It's more racism in these Amazon warehouses because most of these Amazon warehouses have Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, supervisors. And if you got a name like Jenkins, Johnson, something like that on that what do you call it?
But that's not racist.
Resume, you might not get called back.
That's not racist. That's
That's very racist.
That's
because
prejudice.
No. Prejudice is not
bilingual.
No,
They won't speak
prejudice.
Spanish.
No,
That is
prejudice.
racist. The competition for wealth and resources between groups of people, specifically here in Southern California, the Spanish demographic pretty much is in charge of the labor class.
Yeah,
anything that has to do with warehouse, trucking, construction,
They run it.
and that's very racist. I worked in it. It may be the most extremely.
I have a question. Like this is a general question, and I want you to answer this, Otto. and I want anyone else to answer it.
Yeah.
Why are we so quick? What is black people? What makes us so quick to explain away racism instead of just looking at it and just I can get not agreeing with it. What makes you explain it away versus just sitting back and observing and say, "Hell, let me figure it out."
Where's the accountability in just saying one element of something? To me, especially if you somebody that's defending and conquering territory, I just can't, because some shit is gonna be what I make it. You feel what I'm saying? So in that particular situation, when I'm defending black people who are the victims of racism, I need to make sure that they're being totally accountable for what they're doing to put themselves in that situation. Right. If a motherfucker call me and some shit cracking, I'm a nigga that's gonna show up. But if you keep having picnics at the Klan rally park
Right.
And you telling me, nah, nigga, stay away from that motherfucking park.
But Tesla's a fairly new company, so how did they know?
Nigga,
I mean-
the signs on the wall.
Well, no signs. They come in, they ready.
Look at that sign says
Slave house. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Somebody should have took a picture of
Right.
it.
Yeah, and that's why they about to get a lot of money. And that's why they about to get a lot of money.
Hey, some jobs don't even let you have phones in their facility though.
Yeah, right. Especially the engineer job. I got a homeboy that works at Raytheon.
Yeah.
You can't take no phone over there.
Yeah.
Not no cutting edge stuff.
And so it's like one of the things. So the people they're doing the right thing is like if a company oversteps, like I was part of one of the biggest lawsuit in California state history.
Talk about it.
Back in the 2010s, black homeowners were targeted for certain type loans.
Predatory loans?
Predatory loans. And if you're a person that's come into the loan office and they present you these 5 options, you don't know that it's 35 other options, and these 5 options they're giving you are all targeted and only given to the people in your community. Right. Not only do you not know, the loan officer giving you that loan don't know. You know what I mean? Because they're getting it from something I used to do when I used to a mortgage banker. So what happened was Bear Stearns, Countrywide, Bank of America, all these different places, they were giving loans that specifically targeted black people that had these crazy weird terms to where if you made a late payment, your interest rate jumps from like 3% to like 20%, and you can't afford it, and they take your house. And they was doing that specifically to black people. And the largest settlement in California state history.
Only black people or poor people?
Black people.
Ignorant people.
Just black people.
Okay.
Black people. Black people. It's not about it's not about classism, because look, the house that I got my settlement on, I bought the house for $680,000. So it wasn't about no damn classism. It was about black. And we deal with this as a people. And so when we constantly get this constant barrage of it, we should be the first ones to be very analytical about it and think 15 times before we speak, even if we don't think it is. You know what I mean? Because what that does is it gives pause, and it gives room for the people who are like that to use your words against the rest of us.
But actions you speak with your actions, and we need to be that cautious about what we accept. That's what I'm saying, brother. If you are accepting less than human standards and then wanting to be rescued,
cable television.
we got to put a stop to that. It has to be a standard. Like, look, man, this is something that people who think like us, we don't do. We don't work places where they're openly disrespectful and racist towards black employees. If you're black and you take a job in a place that's known to discriminate against us, I mean, what am I supposed to run over there and protect you?
Look, that was part of his plan. Like when he walked in there, he seen slave house. Like, oh man,
that's what I'm talking about.
Walk up in here, I'm about to work for about 6 months, and then I'm finna sue them.
What it was, because like a lot of these races in the tech industry, it'll be someone who just write that up there, and they'll come and get it painted and take it down, and then the company give an apology. Yeah, but they're still liable for that because you hired these people who play those kind of.
Now I'm with that. I agree with all that. I agree they're liable, and if that was happening, pay those people the settlement, get the bread out there. But like you said, when you say things are racist, it's up to us to sit back and analyze it. You know what I'm saying? And go through everything we're going through right now to make sure, okay, that's a racist issue. And any racism we're supposed to address at any time, no matter if it's uncomfortable or not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Somebody said Todd is a dehydrated version of Dewan.
That's Dewan after he came out the desert. 40 days and 40 nights.
Eating salamander. Nigga was salamandered out.
The devil came to him and offered him the world. And he turned. Was that Moses?
The devil came
no, that was
to you
Jesus.
and offered you the world.
Didn't the devil come to Moses in the desert?
Jesus.
That was Jesus. Okay, my bad. Yeah.
I don't get that either.
Your Scully came free with Sonny's hat.
That's hilarious.
Sonny hat got
I got this extra beanie in here coming with this coon skin.
Yo, cougar skin.
This coon skin.
A coon skin.
What kind of animal is that? A real coon?
That's a raccoon. He look like
raccoon too.
That's real.
That nigga just playing his part.
I don't know.
You got it from Hot Topic, nigga. It ain't real.
He got Picasso ass on his head.
that Super Mario 3 tail.
Out here like Davy Crockett.
That nigga got a possum ass on his head.
Did you have a topic? Do you have a topic today?
That hat. We can go into it.
Come on, you be.
That nigga folded his
You got the same
Tim's.
glasses on your shirt on your face.
Yes.
What's up, me?
Did you catch that hat or you bought that?
I bought that hat.
Snared it in the trap.
So I'm gonna go into some
Thank you, Larry Bird.
Appreciate you,
Larry
man.
Bird.
Shout out Larry Bird. I'm gonna go into some
That
celebrity.
nigga Sonny look like Humpty Hump.
Yeah, that shit went across the fucking thing 36 times.
Shock G?
I'm glad you took it. Yeah.
Your people say you're Humpty.
No, I didn't know.
You're really funny looking.
That's all right, because you get things cooking.
Trying to compare.
And when he say he just like about to meet Andrew Caldwell. The liver dude.
Yeah, hilarious. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go to celebrity domestic violence news. Yeah. So this is about Johnny Depp.
I would say Johnny
Everybody
Depp.
knows Johnny Depp. You seen the movie Johnny Depp's been in? Yeah.
Who I scared
The drug addict. The
I was
drug addict.
in the movie with him.
But the Johnny Depp situation has shown me and everyone else that
Talk about
that men getting abused by a woman will never, ever
What's the talk about?
be
What
taken
happened?
seriously.
Talk about what's going on.
Was ex-wife accused him of domestic violence. She shit on his pillow.
She shit in his bed.
Yeah, she
She shit in the nigga bed.
Yeah, the pillow in his bed.
And blame the dogs.
Yeah.
Now you know human shit and dog shit is two different.
But here's the kicker. Before anything was ever proven, all the corporations, everybody took her side before the evidence was out there.
Right.
So he lost millions of dollars. He lost jobs with Disney. He lost
Pirates of the Caribbean.
jobs with the Harry Potter, the Beasts of whatever.
Fantastic
He lost.
lost
Fantastic Beasts. So he lost all of this money, all this income.
Allegations.
No, I'm just saying. But it's based on allegations, and if
white woman.
if the roles were reversed, would the same thing have happened?
She crapped in his bed.
Yeah.
Actually, she threw a wine bottle at that nigga and he blocked it and it cut his finger off.
Yeah.
And then that's what made it.
Yeah, and he even has her on a recording saying that nobody's gonna believe him because he's a man, but he actually had it on tape. That's why in trial right now he's been so calm, cool, and collected because the truth is
And
finally getting
her
out.
lawyer's looking stupid
Yeah,
to them.
yeah.
Hey,
And
her
he's
lawyer's
calm
looking
as a mug.
stupid. They trying to paint a picture of her being a certain way, but everybody get up there like, nah, she was out of control.
Yeah.
Here's one of the white girl that was doing coke. She ain't want to use that lifestyle. She got out of control, being in charge. You know what I'm saying? He doing what she say. And nigga, he one of them niggas that I'm on coke, bitch. I'm rich. I don't care. You throwing a vase and breaking that don't matter to me. I can
handle a coke.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
This bitch can't. That's what I've been saying to coke. This bitch can't handle coke like that. This is my coke. I brought the coke. That's pretty well. This can't handle coke.
Johnny Depp, an old school drug addict.
Bitch, I've been doing this shit a long
He got
time.
out of Hollywood one time because of drugs already. He's an OG when it comes to that drug.
so shit, that's all that happened. You know what I mean?
But she was crappy in there. Ladies, if you crap in somebody's bed, well, however they react is how they react.
But
I ain't gonna
Is that racist?
Huh? What?
If a white woman shits on your pillow, is
White
that
on white
racist?
crime right here. This is white on white crime right here.
Wait, they had that on tape too? The boo
Her
boo?
shitting on? Nah, I don't
no,
think.
they
shit?
she admitted
Well,
it.
could you imagine hearing it on
She
tape? Hold on.
admitted it?
Could you imagine hearing a woman shit on your pillow on tape? You wouldn't know what it was. That would be the last thing you guessed it was. Like, what is this bitch doing? Turn that shit up. Let me hear it.
The cold thing is you be thinking something sexual. They showing you.
Your dick be hard as a motherfucker. Listen to the audio.
You see the video? It's a well tapered turd on your fucking pillow. And you're walking.
This bitch got a heart-shaped shit on your pillow.
You'll walk into that room. You'll walk into that room with your dick out. And walk ready, like
And you jump in the bed, nigga.
Like, why is somebody sitting here?
Speaking of Elon Musk, guess who she was fucking? Elon Musk. Elon was taking that down nigga while she was with that nigga. For real? They got footage of them going to the penthouse nigga together. He got his food. Like they just stopped, get something to eat, got some weed. Finna go back to your nigga. Also finna beat Yeeks. Then I'm out of there for the saying.
Yeah, and they also have a lot of pictures.
Captain Sparrow's bitch, bro.
Oh, and
Yeah, but they also have pictures of Elon like with marks and bruises on his
she
face
socked him up
from
too.
when they were dating. Yeah,
Real shit. I'm trying to say,
bully, man.
that's that blonde, blue-eyed white woman privilege though. She can get away with it.
Bunnies,
You can get away with it.
bunnies do bite back, man. Bunnies bite back. You know, black women, they'll punch you. Yeah, bunnies scratch, you know what I'm saying?
She make you
Interesting. That's very interesting.
Diving into a shit bed.
My ancestors won't let a white woman.
What if you came in and she was playing that Tony? Lay your head on my pillow.
Time to breathe.
Relax.
Cause this shit was made for you.
Todd will walk into the shit and be like, "What else you got?"
Man, what you put in my shoes? I can't wait to see what you put in my shoes.
Sonny will scoop that shit in his hat and still fuck.
That's what we doing. Yeah, he'll go plant a rose in it.
I told you I'm a romantic. I'm a hopeless romantic.
It smell like boo, boo, boo.
Yeah, like, bitch, it smell like boo boo on the inside. This motherfucker.
Roses, man, they smell that. That's wild.
Anyway, that's all I
man.
got.
That nigga had on his thinking.
That nigga had that Gwyneth Paltrow news, nigga.
Let me scoot in.
Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, I present to you, Mimi.
She presented herself.
That's what I'm saying, nigga.
She drove herself here.
You know what I'm saying? Shut up, cameo.
Act like that's his bra.
I got you, Mimi. I got you.
Miss Mimi. My side thing, you know what we do better.
I like to introduce everybody into a friend. I got,
You know what I'm saying? Real dear to my heart. Just met this nigga. Everybody put it together.
It was just a presentation. Just for Mimi.
Well, thank you.
Would you ever shit on a nigga's pillow?
No. And if he put some shit on my pillow, we got a problem. I'm going to smush some of that shit in his eyeballs. As I leave, I'm going to take it off the pillow and in them
I
eyes.
seen a story a couple of weeks ago, it's probably been a couple of months ago, that this woman found her husband cheating, or he in the neighborhood somewhere local cheating. She shit in the bucket and waited for him to come home to throw the shit in his face.
Oh, damn.
None of y'all didn't see that? You heard about it?
That shit
Man,
nasty.
nigga, I'd have beat that little.
Shit in the bucket? When a woman is there, though, when a woman is shitting and scratching up your car, bro,
She filming it. She filming it. She's sitting on that bucket, and it's. I beat that little nigga.
What would make what's the craziest thing you ever heard of a woman doing to a man that broke up with her?
Oh my God, I know some crazy shit.
Really?
So I think the craziest to me was, I know this girl, she wasn't really dating the dude. He did some time in prison. She sent him a few letters. When he got out, she thought they went together. So when he didn't date her at that time, she called the halfway house and like lied and said he had drugs at the halfway house and he didn't. And at that moment, I knew I didn't want to be friends with her anymore. And because if you would do some shady shit like that, because the dude don't want to date you, so you're going to send him back to prison because he won't date you, you're kind of, you really on a different level. You kind of low down skanch.
You gotta say, hold on. So he's in the halfway house where you can't have drugs. She called the officer and said that he has drugs and he went back to jail?
He didn't go back to jail, but he could have. They went through the bunks. There was no drugs there. Okay. She was lying. So she was setting him up. But obviously there was no drugs. But to me, that's next level. Yeah. Like when you do shit like that, you skanky. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Imagine if she was smart enough to say, now when you come by tomorrow, I'm going to give it to you just how you like it. Just bring me some of this, some of that, and a little bit of these. Make you want to gather this shit. You wouldn't otherwise do it. Yeah, that's cold, man.
That's some scheming shit right there, man.
That's when it's time to get slapped. I mean, I don't really, no, for real, because that's real. You didn't spend all your time in prison, happy to get out, and you're in the halfway house, and someone got the audacity to do that just because you won't date them and give them some of that thing. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
That's his thing. He can shake it where he want to shake it, goddammit. Don't call up to a fucking, you know what I mean? Don't call up and talk.
She got control issues.
Well, he might. Well, you know what? That could have been a big part of it. But even still, don't call up there. Let him go see his booty that he like.
Yeah.
Let him do whatever he gonna do. Let him get some shit on his pillow.
The control freaks, though. The control freak. That's the whole reason she would date somebody in prison, because she a control freak.
Right. No,
she know where he is, when he is, and why he is. She know everything.
You think it was that? You think it was that, or she couldn't handle rejection?
Control freak.
Control freak.
She can be rejecting in prison. It can be both. Well, control freaks are scared of rejection.
Yeah.
You're already rejecting yourself in entering a relationship with somebody through the writing.
Yeah.
No talk. You know what I mean? Just off of letters and stuff like that. You in a relationship?
Right.
They could be getting married off that.
Y'all write letters like it's 1776. Like, you know, like
spraying perfume on the letter. I remember all the girls to do that. Spray her perfume.
Y'all good with the video for the commercial break? All right, we're going to commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts. God.
No, he beat Roy Jones. He beat the old nigga. He didn't beat Roy Jones.
I personally think
that wasn't Roy Jones that he beat.
Roy was winning that fight. I personally thought Roy.
He got knocked.
But he didn't dominate Roy.
Even he got knocked.
That was still Roy 6 years after Roy. They stopped the fight, but that's like Larry Holmes beating Ali.
Yeah,
he didn't beat Ali.
He didn't beat Ali. You beat
this fat.
You beat the nigga that had the same name as him.
Because his thing is his
not
leg.
Roy Jones.
No, he beat Roy Jones Jr.
No, he didn't fight Roy Jones Jr.
It's like Larry Holmes beat Ali. He didn't beat Ali. He beat that old fat guy.
He beat Ali though.
That ain't Ali. That's not the Ali.
I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. When I buy it, you buy it, but ain't nobody selling shit. Jealous of the fetishes when ownership's the medicine. Do the things that boomerang so you can leverage it. Shit gets hairy, be a wig and get ahead of it. Miss, you say you bored, we not on one accord. Arguing and fighting, damn near mopping up the floors. That lesbian sex shit ain't free. She gon' have to pay you, cause you got to pay me. And we keeping this in order. Can't be a dime without the rest of my quarter, cause I'm never there, sorta. Before me, it was a bunch of weird niggas around you hobby shop till I broke the board, I'm karate chop. And I'm really not into violence, interpretate the silence as prizes. And I'm really more into vibing, you perpetrating Simons or Hymens. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. My neighbor Dan lost some weight, but he ain't came too far. Hit that alarm 1,500 times a day trying to show you his car. And we both know he's proud of it. Go off a dance, some of that clam and watch him chowdery. Cause you could be with the miss, but without a bitch. The with is the money and without is the glitch. You're paying her to leave, if she breathe, you should trip. Miami, the Grammys, New York, a trip. I'm searching for emotion, but all I know is logic. She wants to be my girlfriend, I show her like my closet. Cause we could be close and yet still remain strangers. Leave that where you from shit to them gangbangers. I'm highly advanced, the message in the dance. Some of y'all wear the skirts while those of us wear the pants. You wanna know the difference? It's really not explicit. It's when a nigga talk to his bitch, shut up and listen. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd.
Believe that. Grinding before I get it. Bring my niggas with me, ain't no limits to the ceiling. Out here touching digits. Hoes showing love, but please don't catch no feelings. Riding with that thumper while I'm thumbing through these millions.
What you say, God? Well, you know I know that. But why wouldn't I do what you're telling me to do now? I'm here because of you, Lord. Because of you, I walk by faith and not by sight. Well, exactly. When I was in the penitentiary, wouldn't nobody... Okay. Well, what does that mean to me? Exactly, Lord. Exactly. That's why I love you, God. A personal relationship.
Brother, what brings you to our beautiful church today?
I've been on drugs my whole life. It's taken everything from me. I thought it was going to help me with my cardio. And I can't stop snitching.
Listen, man, I got the dope. Right here.
He got the dope. I see it.
Lord, you've heard this man's heart, God. Bless this man and give this brother a miracle. He's gotten you off the drugs. It's a miracle.
Oh my God, hallelujah, I'm off of drugs.
What is this, brother? Who does it belong to?
There's cocaine right there. You know anything about that?
No.
God! The Lord tells me you've been hiding some things, brother. Lord tells me you have a serious case of hepatitis B. Lord has also told me that you're a heavy eater. That when you pass gas, there's weight to it. Thank you, Lord, for that word. Lord also tells me that when you eat, you pick the food out your teeth, re-season it, and re-swallow it. I see here that you actually borrow money from the police. Thank you, God. If I owe you something, I'm not going to give it to you, so you're better off getting it from God, my Nick.
Read it down so I don't need no hands or action.
Ready, and go.
Of hepatitis B. It's the Lord, what you say, God? Okay, Lord has also told me that you're a heavy eater. That when you pass gas, there's weight to it. Thank you, Lord, for that word.
I needed to see Eugene the evangelist. I knew I needed to see Eugene the evangelist. I knew I needed to see Eugene, the gangster evangelist. Man, your reputation on the streets is unbelievable. You have no idea what's been going on with me. I've been messing around with drugs my whole life. I'm talking about years. I thought cocaine was the answer. Have you ever seen anybody fat on cocaine? Absolutely not.
All right, ready? Hold on, and go.
What you say, God? Well, you know I know that. But why wouldn't I do what you're telling me to do now? I'm here because of you, Lord. Because of you, I walk by faith and not by sight. Well, exactly. When I was in the penitentiary, wouldn't nobody... Okay. Well, what does that mean to me? Exactly, Lord. Exactly. That's why I love you, God. Personal relationship. Brother, what brings you to our beautiful church today?
First, thank you for seeing me. Yes!
Are you Eugene, the gangster evangelist?
Yes, I am. Are you here for a miracle today?
It's my brothers. They got in an accident a few years ago, and as a result, they lost their hearing. Can you perform a miracle today?
Of course I can, but I sense another type of problem. Is there some type of confusion?
Well, they hate each other now, and they blame each other for the accident, and they're always fighting.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
make these brothers stop arguing.
Okay, now that you made it impossible for them to argue, can you please do some miracle and get them their hearing back?
Okay. Can you please step to the side, sister? Thank you. Lord, bless them with the miracle. Bless them with the miracle of hearing.
Hold it down low.
Oh, cuz I can hear now.
Man, real one is back.
I can hear it.
Cuz, I'm not trying to hear that, cuz.
Hey, what you talking about?
Cuz, you the reason we was deaf in the first place. I was trying to tell you, cuz, it was an accident, cuz, but you wasn't trying to listen, cuz. What? Man, that's on the dead we get out right now. What's up? What's up?
Lord, you know I don't get down like this.
That's not the hold it down move.
Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, you guys messed the miracle up. Are you Eugene the gangster evangelist?
Yes, I am.
It's my brothers. They got in a terrible accident years ago, and ever since they lost their hearing. They lost their hearing. As a result, they lost their hearing. Okay. Are you Eugene, the gangster evangelist? It's my brothers. They got in an accident a few years ago, and as a result, they lost their hearing.
Wow. Okay.
This is
CC Rise, okay?
promo for Kraig, Gangster Evangelist, and go for it.
If I owe you something, I'm not gonna be able to get it to you. But if you want it, you can get it from God, my niggas. Women don't want it. A week with no sex and my sexual energy starts to get weird in a mug. And some women notice. Like yesterday. Yesterday I looked a woman into a light jog. Gas, no brakes. And this bitch had on sandals, man. Even more fucked up because she jumped out of her car and ran. Did me like the European jump shooter's name. Open-toed scurry off. I'll be tripping, I'm a player, I be bouncing back and shit. So I met this other girl and I stepped to her like, hello, my name's Cassell. Since I got a good job and she liked me because I'm a player, you better believe she responded like, hi, I'm Lisa. Then I noticed her notice me. Didn't want to start off things bogusly. People always trip when you say exactly what's on your mind. Are you okay? I'm fine. My dick's hard than a motherfucker. Yeah, she tripped, then immediately tried to dip. Cassell tells no lies. Get it from God, okay, my nigga.
I get the...
You be alright though, man. That's what they meant by offensive odor, though. That's offensive. That's like a fuck you coming out your body. You walk by niggas, they be like, what you say, nigga?
I smell a fuck you in here. Somebody smell a fuck you? No, I didn't hear fuck you, I smell fuck you. This shit traveling up my nose and my brain. Now all I can think is fuck you. I just thought fuck you 9 times right now. Listen to my thought.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you. Gotta get that together, brother.
gonna give it to you.
To be so well spoken, you bad odored, nigga. I ain't never met a well spoken, bad odored motherfucker, bro. That's an oxymoron like a motherfucker, man.
You number one that ain't.
That's a new word. Not an oxymoron, but a smell moron. That's a smell moron. It's all good, brother. Much love, man. Somebody got to tell you though.
Oh, we know it ain't somebody. Everybody.
If the police came in, they could arrest you for that. That's at least 90 days coming off his body, nigga. That ain't regular time. That's in the whole time he got coming off his body, nigga. That's 23-hour lockdown time.
Whoever said life ain't great, I paid $1 million for one mistake, and that's my plate. Label me a chauvinist cause I treat women like people. If that's my equal, take this mask and gloves and do exactly what they ask of us. Queen, I am not a king and we are not nobility. No imaginary friends, no fake tranquility. Only goal is to survive and you are not my enemy. And when I take a gander at your standards, it's based on them. Over there, your hope and the same people we talk to use soap. They used to hang us by a rope. Lost sight of what's right, now you're praying to a pope. And it's a God right here and we are one and the same. Thank them for my contribution, one in my brain. Just a nigga with a pistol willing to die for you. With my faith doing the sin that your eyes should do. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. Friends separate from difference of opinion, cause every man wants some dominion over endings. The homies getting preachy. He started quoting Malcolm X and Nietzsche. He started saying shit like he could teach me. But I love it when we rock, cause Dunny is my eye, but his mind is Jumbo Jack, cause it is out the box and I'm comfortable. Relaxed in my recliner, stick to norms like the diner till this shit came out of China. It made us all nervous. Is this shit urgent? Or do y'all just not want to pay the baby boomers for their service? Here are my conspiracy blinds, a fear of mine is never 9. Me too is cocked back and I'm gleeful. And happy to be here like when shit is free here. Rudolph raised around people cause I don't see here. Or feel the sentiments. You're either here for that smoke or in defensive. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through.
Yeah, I'm just blowing off steam, bro. Trying to get money from my people, but the time I own fire, no equal. Fire up something cause I'm so stressed. New cash money, nigga feeling so fresh. Big money, big progress. Big talking when we cash X. Boss speaking, nigga say less. Are you ready for the prime time? Stop playing, nigga, bang my line. I'ma get rich or die trying. Hater niggas know we been no. Blowing smoke out the window. Pass bucks to my kinfolk. Hang a nigga from a thin rope, but we trying to get it in though. Can't wait to the end though. In game like Nintendo. High hot shit, but I'm so cold. My God.
Don't offend me with friendly fire. Don't like your energy, cause men be liars. No attendees will then be biased. Don't like your energy, cause men be liars. Oh, you a gangster on the inside, but I don't like your energy. A parrot in its mimicry. Cut coke, sell crack, hard on black, but watch police kill Phil and you ain't hard on that. We supposed to be brothers, but you forgot you was a Jew. Started acting like a nigga, look what this has come to. A new identity, hoes in male clothes with them rude hostilities. Look, I just want a shot to impair mares with red dots, cause acting to get you work like headshots. In my car with a bizarre Asian, white coupe, the car is Caucasian, on a star blazing.
Is that if you were giving me the energy one way or the other,
You do an extra line. You do almost like a double turn.
to use it back on you. Make sense?
So it's an outward block into a hip.
Exactly. You're falling, but instead of finishing that, when I'm giving you the energy, see if you can bring it. Here's where you let go back to the thing yesterday.
Yeah, right.
You got your elbow, you've got all these other things. Yep. Nice. What can you play
this
with me whenever the takedown did happen? What body position was the other? Yeah. So here.
And he started moving.
Right.
I don't know about that. He's big. He's got, I said, okay.
So that elbow should go. So there it is. And that elbow should go right down. So I'm like,
Did you pass the knee off the go?
No.
But that was, did you see what happened? This was, that
If I didn't have this, I wouldn't have given that up. Because I could tell from him standing. That was a bother.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was only one at the best.
Well, just getting
He knew what I could do.
random fingernail.
He knew I could do this. Okay? So, I didn't want to get that up when we came down. I had this all the way through.
Yeah.
So when we came down,
Very nice for that. So I have a yard, and I always have one in the chamber. Absolutely. And I can use,
this is what I think it is.
my hips to help me out a little bit.
Alright, go ahead.
Walking real spry since you put her through the ride. Now she fucking old boy and she don't even say goodbye. Missing old girl and she wants to know the why. But open means open and emotions are a lie. Even if I had a heart, she would serve it with some pie. On a casual encounter with a bouncer over fries. When he give it to you, we gon' finally say goodbye. Cause all I do is eat, drink, fuck, and then say goodnight. I really don't fuck with you. You just cough, bitch? Cause you just something to do. You're damn right I be a fool for food. But I really don't fool with you. I thought you knew. I really don't fuck with you. Did you just cough, bitch? Cause you just something to do. You're damn right I be a fool for food. But I really don't fool with you. I thought you knew. The trouble with y'all is y'all ain't trouble at all. Do what you wanna do, nigga, including dropping the ball. Plan for what's in store, homie, you are not at the mall. You're not a customer no more, but a product of all. Your brother said what? Baby, don't play. We both know Lil Jeffrey gay. You do what I tell you to do, and he do what a nigga say. Plus, I'm the one fucking you. When you feed me bullshit, I gotta stomach you. Shit out direction. Like that time you kept your bat by the door for safety. Then I said, if you don't take this and keep it next to your bed, nigga gon' break in the house and take this shit and hit you in the head. I really don't fuck with you. You just cough, bitch? Cause you just something to do. You're damn right I be a fool for food. But I really don't fool with you. I thought you knew. I really don't fuck with you. Did you just cough, bitch? Cause you just something to do. You're damn right I be a fool for food. But I really don't fool with you. I thought you knew. I really don't fuck with you. Did you just cough, bitch? Cause you just something to do. You're damn right I be a fool for food. But I really don't fool with you. I thought you knew. I'm tired of people not saying what it is, man.
I'm a director. Hey, I'm a director. Places everybody.
Son, I apologize. I took some risks to provide for you and your mother. It landed me in jail for 8 years, and it took me away from you. Excuse me.
What's up, pimp? Hey.
What's going on, Flint?
Just left the shop, man. You left this up there. I figured you might need
okay,
this
appreciate
here, man.
that,
What y'all
man.
got going on up here?
All right.
Y'all chilling. What's happening? Hey, Charlie, what's up, my nigga? What's the word, my guy? What's up, big old man? What's the word, dog?
Man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What you been up to?
Oh, shit, not drinking enough protein shakes,
Yeah,
obviously.
you know, man. When you light skinned, you got to play the part, man. So don't nobody fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
You can use that kind of language, man. Fuck the kids, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What's been going on, though, man? I'm telling you, nephew been out there doing it big, though. All these views, man. What is this nigga doing?
This man is a lyrical and creative genius.
I need me a thick nigga, but no homo though, cause that's that gay shit. Nigga, as long as I say no homo, it's not gay, right?
Absolutely right, sir.
Anime.
Shout out to Charlie Google's film.
Protection. Can't call me Poppy, y'all teacher. This is so dumb.
Everything about this was iconic.
Let me know what you think, bro.
I got you.
You shit cold.
Like, this needs to be the best meme. This needs to be the next Old Town Road.
What's going on with you, you big French bull mastiff terrier looking motherfucker, you dog ass nigga, man? You just like your daddy, man. Look at you, boy. You get big. Ah, shit, nigga, I almost broke my hand. You buck. What you feeding this nigga?
A whole lot of greens.
You got some more of it? I'm hungry. They got some weed in here.
I want to take some time, though, man. I got to thank y'all, man. Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for holding down the shop while I was in the penitentiary, man.
I'm just saying, just all you gotta do, nigga, is put the run the alternator, run the line to the alternator.
Yeah, the tube gotta go in the hole.
Without you, none of this would be possible.
Right on.
I love you, man.
Much love.
Brother-in-law, you've been a rock, man. You put money on my books. You kept me eating while I was locked down. You was there for my son. You've been a rock for my wife. Whatever you need, I got you, man. I'm just humbled by that, brother.
I gotta say though, man, if I had something in my glass, I would toast you. You've been doing right by my sister, and I really honor and appreciate you for that. I know things ain't been perfect, but you've been doing the best that you can. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
And I appreciate you for that. That glass me up anyhow, even though mine's is empty. Toast to you.
To my son, man, I apologize, Junior. I wasn't living right. And because of that, the system took me away from you.
The show you are watching is a paid program or advertisement. USA Network is not responsible for the claims and...
They can wait to stay down.
Down.
So he breaks the shit down on those levels where you'd be like, wow, nigga, okay, that's why my son is acting like that, because he has sugar at 11 a.m. I thought the nigga was disrespectful. That he wasn't listening. No, nigga, that dopamine is in his body. That's what's got him acting crazy.
That really be happening. I remember it would be psychologists at schools, like school psychologists I would work with, and they would be able to tell. But then the teachers didn't want to listen. They would tell the kid get an IEP and put him in special ed. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when you start getting that kind of information, you can get your children out of special ed and probably into advanced placement classes.
Yeah.
Because they put those kids in special ed all the time.
What was we saying on the way back from the store? Oh. Would you be from a gang if with a female leader?
Come on,
Mimi said no.
Hell no.
Why not?
Nah.
Whoa.
I just feel like, first of all, I need to be under some leadership that's on a certain type of level, and I think that some women can be catty. Not all, because I'm a woman myself and I'm not catty, but there's some catty women, and I don't want to be under leadership when I don't know how catty you are.
Yeah.
We over here fighting because your man don't want to date you. I don't want to be in that type of gang. Let's be about some real shit.
The say some bullshit.
You know, it's not even.
Could you be from a gang with a female leader?
No.
Why not?
What if she got to get down with the other gang leader? This nigga 6'3", beat the shit out.
That's the main reason.
You ain't out there?
That's the great. It ain't because women can't do the job, because I feel like the right woman could probably do it better than the right nigga.
What's her name?
It's the respect of the other gangs.
Right.
It's the fact that. Go ahead.
And like what Mimi said, like I worked at a bank and I worked in mental health, two fields dominated by women, and I had female managers and they were cool with me. But I would see the candidates that would go in the office with all the other women, and you'd be like, "Dang, women don't like each other."
They don't.
and that candidates between the women would make the whole office suffer. But being a dude, I'd have to get involved in it. You know what I mean? But you would see it like, God damn.
Right.
So would that be the same for a female president?
Hell yeah.
Would you support a woman, the first woman president?
No.
Or
I don't
not?
support a president because they ain't got to be the ones throwing hands. They got the military over here.
Craig skipped you 3 chumps for a reason, because y'all already a part of the gang. You're female leaders. Y'all married. So Duncan, could you support a woman president?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, like, not that a woman can't lead. It's just that's a pressure situation. And you know what I mean, a lot of men come out of that job looking horrible. Like, look at Obama. You know what I'm saying? He was a young, vibrant young man when he went in there. Now, look, you know what I'm saying? Gray hair everywhere. Not that that's bad, but it aged you. It aged him and it made him look, you know what I'm saying, look older and it's wear and tear, bro. So you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And she going to look at Hillary Clinton, bro.
Yeah.
Look what she goes through. She can't even really complete a sentence without breaking down and, you know what I'm saying? Need some medicine or something. You know what I mean? Politics is hard. Nancy Pelosi. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? Would you want her running you?
The woman
with
that
them eyebrows?
The woman that wants to rule the world is not the same woman who wants a cover page in Elle magazine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. She's saying the woman that wants to rule the world is not the same woman that wants to
be on the cover of Elle magazine.
Elle magazine, okay.
Yeah. So that's, you know what I mean? I'm just
What's Elle magazine?
It's style and
lady,
women
style.
flavor.
So we're talking about vanity. Vanity.
Vanity versus, you know.
I think of
They talking about Michelle Obama running. That's what they saying, possibly.
Why?
Michelle is a good-looking nerd. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Michelle is bad.
But she bad because would you put her next to? Now we got a bad list. We got a bad standard. Would you put her in the bad class?
I would, because she's tall with hips and ass.
She bit.
That's all I
That's
need.
a good point.
Would you support?
I was gonna say no.
She looked like Sigourney Weaver.
Michelle Obama.
Sigourney has her days.
Bring up a picture of nigga
Sigourney and Michelle might be kids.
But would you still support her? Would you support her as president?
I would.
I would support a female president, not a gang leader.
I'm not going to support her unless her politics are right. What's the difference?
So you saying a woman is good enough to be president, but she's not good enough to be a gang leader?
She's good enough to be president, but she can't lead the military.
You said she can't lead the military?
She can't be the commander. But that's the commander-in-chief. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like a military general. I mean, I want somebody that descended from Hannibal, man. And I know women can do it. There was a Benin warrior night with Benin women that fought and all that shit. But they lost.
That was before weight rooms, baby. Fighting them little South African little mini niggas. That
must be crazy.
We talking about Americanized niggas.
Right. Yeah.
Bitches, they know them benign bitches would be prostitutes if they lived now. No,
and they beat up on the French. The French are wussies. So of course you gonna beat them.
But they fought out of desperation. They wasn't the warriors that we wanted. They just the one we had. You know what I'm saying? We had to have those warriors. So if we have a choice, the men are supposed to do the fighting, the women are supposed to take care of the house. When we come back from fighting, you know what I'm saying, we got to have somewhere to go to recover.
The reason the women can't lead armies ain't because they're not capable. They're too compassionate, bro.
Yeah.
When it's time to kill a motherfucker
Gotta go.
that deserve it, I ain't got no time for no remorse and no empathy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the reason. They got something in them that just makes them care too much sometimes.
Like, men.
What you think, Mimi?
You're right. Women are nurturing, so they may feel like, oh, let's give this person another chance. Where a stern man is like, no, he's done what he's done, that's it. Depending on the crime or the situation.
Right. How many times in a family have you heard about a molesting uncle or a cousin that ain't shit, that done some shit, and the women are protecting them from the men?
Man.
Right, true.
That's a fact. Write that down like case law or something. Like in the case of Kraig Facts,
women will protect niggas that don't deserve it because they can't help themselves.
You know what's unfortunate?
Women also
you know what's unfortunate about what you said? When anytime I dealt with a child that had been molested, and I dealt with dozens and dozens, 90% of the time, the moms knew who the person was that did it. And that's the most heartbreaking part about it.
Yeah, mama knows.
They know, and they didn't at least call the police. Like, this dude is still running around, and your child was violated.
Parties and shit.
That make you look at life different when you hear that story over and over again. I mean, I heard this story well over 50 times.
Been there.
Yeah, I mean,
that's nothing to play with. You got to go. Right. And that's the thing, like, off of his head, though. You know what I'm saying? And we can get a search party to go find him. So that's the thing. That type of mentality is going to win a war.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how you're going to, you can't be nurturing in that situation.
Somebody said, what about Griselda Blanco? That's different. She was running a business.
Yeah, that's way different.
She was running a business, and she was super gangster with it. But she was killing a lot of motherfuckers over bullshit.
Nothing.
I mean, she's responsible for over 250 murders in Miami.
Damn. And you can
and it was a lot of petty. Think about how petty Miami was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Only thing that could tame her was some black dick.
With some black play up out of Oakland.
Yeah. Don't kill me, godmother. That was the funniest shit.
We can take this back to just basic biology. Men are built for war. Our skin is tougher. You touch a man's skin and a woman's skin, it's two different textures.
Right.
We have denser bones. We're built for that. Like we're a destructive force. That's our role. Women are the constructive ones. Yeah. That's why I wouldn't mind a woman being president. I wouldn't even mind a woman being the CEO of a company, because women are really good at constructing things and getting things in order.
That's true.
And that's where their skill set is. So I think it's a beautiful thing to have the differences between the sexes.
Right.
I don't want no woman doing no man shit when it comes to war. No, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's balanced. It's balanced. Like women try to talk about the money cap. You know what I'm saying? Sports right now, that's a big thing. Yeah. Should women get paid the same amount? But you know what I'm saying? It's not about that. It's about
nobody watch you, bitch.
Yeah, but look at this. Women's sports are getting taken over by transsexual men. About this. Getting taken over. You know what I'm saying? But when they come to us, when it's like, okay, we are both respective sports, you want to get paid as much as LeBron, but you don't. LeBron is a small economy.
But that goes and that.
You know what I'm saying? When you come to your shit.
But what you said goes back into the argument. They're too empathetic. They're allowing this.
That's a fact.
They're allowing transsexual men to assimilate into something that should just be theirs, and the empathy and the nurturing womanhood part of them is not allowed. That killer instinct needs to come out. Like, no, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You ain't go to start your own league, nigga.
If you're right. Yeah. Why not?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but when sometimes women, though, they can see the other part of it. That's why a man and a woman is good together. Because sometimes a man will see certain things in the situation, and your wife will be like, nah, it's something up with homie. I checked out X, Y, and Z. So sometimes, women, we as women, we have discerning spirits. And so there's times that we could come in and give some information that will knock your socks off because it came from another place, like a nurturing, discerning, spiritual place,
Yeah, I agree.
And that's like they trying to break up that line right there. Women and men are way different, and that's a beautiful thing, because I can tell you, when it comes to women see things from a different angle. When as a man, when you hear it on the surface level, it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But then, initially, but then when you sit back and think, they coming from a way different angle, and you will see something that you would have got messed up in had she not said what she said.
Yeah, for real.
But in the same term, we also project that. Sometimes it's so irrational. I don't want to speak.
Irrational? No.
Irrational. No, irrational.
Irrational comes from the men they're dealing with. That's what I'm saying. If you're a man that ain't like, you got to deal with. If you're letting your woman be irrational every time and not putting logic into any conversation, you're allowing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like men who can't go out with the homies. I don't understand that. Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't go out because she tripping. What do you mean she tripping?
You know what
I mean? Like, I don't get that.
I got a whole I've been on since I was 3. I didn't see that nigga since he got
That's her hoe. So y'all don't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's her hoe, man. Don't trip on the button on how they run their hoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like nigga.
Yeah, you gotta respect that woman.
Yeah, when it comes to that's some other shit.
Are we off, Todd? Are we on the wrong?
Man, about niggas not being able to go nowhere?
Case in point. And I won't let none of y'all say nothing about his wife. I respect her. That's how she got her hoe.
Could you be from a gang with a female leader?
No, I'm not mature enough for that, because I think that another gang leader is gonna fire on my gang leader.
Todd, don't fall for it, man. Kraig setting you up. You're a married man. You're happy. It's everything at home good, right? Don't answer no shit like this, man. Pass it down, man.
They got the crib straight, right?
He said, nah, you done already went on record, man.
You answered that shit earlier.
Yeah, no, he answered right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Tripping.
All right, cool. Fuck it.
Tripping, man.
Oh, there we go. Man, show.
I can do that.
You got anything else? Entertainment show?
Oh, yeah, you already know me, man.
What you got, man?
That nigga keep saying that. Nobody ever said
like,
that.
I heard. I overheard somebody saying that the one mukbang is 13 hours long.
That's stupid.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a long ass mukbang.
On that reading app you're using, too.
You got a lot to say, huh?
Somebody charged his battery this morning. Nigga. That nigga get charged with a scooter charger, nigga.
Charge up to over 24 hours, that nigga battery start. I had nothing.
All right,
Dry,
we got Offset, man. Offset pays tribute to the Gucci dude, Virgil. You know what I mean? The dude that died, that used to have his own brand and shit like that within Gucci. He got his basically his face tatted on him.
Off-white.
Yeah.
Virgil Abloh.
Yeah, that's exactly what his name. I said Virgil. I ain't had to say his last name. Everybody knew who he was. But
I don't know, nigga. I was thinking.
I said Gucci, my nigga.
About the slave nigga.
The $1 million man wore Gucci.
We don't fuck with Gucci.
It's the Louis Vuitton.
That was the first racist shit I had a racist thought like this shit kind of racist.
Yeah.
That $1 million man shit. He had a little servant named Black nigga.
Virgil.
Yeah.
And he used to always put Virgil in the ring to distract the nigga, so he come put the $1 million dream on the nigga and sleep. He put like 300 in his mouth.
It's definitely
Like
racist.
that.
It was racist.
Hey, but it was funny as hell. $1 million was funny as hell.
Put 300 in
I ain't
your
seen
mouth.
it.
Man, no, the wrestler, $1 million man.
Oh,
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
Like, remember when he had that black kid bounce the ball, and he said if you bounce it 30 times, I'll give you his money. Then when the black kid got 27, he kicked it.
That's
That was some of the
crazy.
funniest shit ever, dog.
Oh, that was Louis Vuitton. Good looking, y'all. My bad, nigga.
What you said what?
I said
But you said he got the tattoo?
Gucci got him?
yeah.
A tattoo of who?
The Virgil nigga. They got.
Of him.
Oh, okay, just paying tribute.
Was they? But like, do you think that's just some rap shit, or you think those actually friends? Like,
Nigga, they more than friends.
I love
I'm gonna tell you, I do a whole lot for this nigga Kraig, man. We got 20 plus, my nigga, but you fall off a cliff, bro. I'm, you know,
Ain't no tattoos.
Errol Spence got
I got an album for you, but
Yeah, I got the whole day for you. I got a day for you every
piece
year.
on my body.
He said a day.
It's Kraig Day.
But look,
A fucking mural.
Yeah,
You see Errol Spence got Khalid Muhammad tatted on him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, over the weekend.
That's
He got a picture of Khalid Muhammad.
Explain who Khalid
Surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
please.
think they know that.
Khalid Muhammad was a brother that every black person should look up his videos from the early '90s. He was from the Nation of Islam.
Yes, sir.
And he talked that real shit, that shit that's still relevant today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look him up. And it's actually his son is that dude Farrah Gray. That
Farrah Gray,
yeah, that's his
So
son.
he was basically one of the first, what you call them, influencer.
He was influenced by but then he fell out of favor with Louis Farrakhan, and you know they kind of split later on in time. But at one point they was down with each other. But they both rep the Nation of Islam. But Khalid Muhammad went way harder than Farrakhan did.
Man.
He's one of the best
Yeah.
Twitter gifts too.
Yeah.
He's a sick Negro.
Yeah.
You said best Twitter guest?
Gifts.
Yes.
Yeah, he has a lot of gifts.
Now, this nigga thinking 2020 terms.
He's on all them old Ice Cube albums. We don't die, we multiply.
Rest in peace. He did a lot of work for gang culture in L.A.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
He had the truce. He had a lot to do with that also.
Speaking of that, today's the 30-year anniversary of the LA riots.
Wow. Today is?
Yeah.
It's crazy because this looks like the day when it cracked off. The sky was like this.
Just like this. It felt just like the day. It was like a midsummer type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gloomy.
I don't want to change, but what was you doing when you found the riots happened? Like, where was you at when they was going on?
I was on. I was on Rodeo and La Brea.
You was right by me.
Yeah, right over by the Fedco.
Y'all niggas
Hey, hold on. You was right by, like, down the street
My
from me.
cousin Robert lived in that neighborhood. Well,
Woods?
yeah, right behind 7-Eleven, all them houses.
Oh, yeah.
So if you on La Brea, that first light that you make a left,
Yeah.
you make a left, go into the neighborhood, make a left,
Yeah.
and there's like 3 houses on the right. His neighbor, you remember that time? I think this had to be 91, 90. It was a situation where
92 was the riots.
92, so it was 90, 91. Some dudes from the jungles had robbed somebody on that street, and they went in the house and killed everybody in the house. It was
I remember that.
Right next door. My uncle lived right next door.
Oh, wow. Because it's crazy because I was probably a half a mile from there.
Go ahead.
I was probably like a half mile from there. And I just remember the helicopter going over the top of the house.
Yeah.
I was off Rodeo. I lived off Rodeo in Chesapeake. This is like halfway between Crenshaw and Rodeo and Crenshaw and La Brea.
Yeah.
And I remember a helicopter going across, and my grandfather had just got me a Crocodile Mile. Y'all remember that shit, that slip and slide with the crocodile?
Oh, hell yeah.
And so my grandfather just got me that shit. My grandfather just got that to me. And so I used to walk home from school. I used to walk home from school right down the street, so I walked home, and I put my Crocodile Mile, I'm setting it up, and I'm seeing all these helicopters, and I'm sitting in the smoke, like, what's going on? And then we went inside and saw the ass whooping going on.
Yeah.
Which was right down the street from my other house.
Did you go into Fedco?
Brick, then I'm
I'm talking about when the riots cracked. Did you go into Fedco?
No, my mom, right across the street from Fedco, there's a cleaner. There's a 79, there's a cleaner next to it.
Right.
My mom had a bunch of work clothes in there, and she left and went to go get her clothes. And an hour later, after she got her clothes, that motherfucker was torched.
No.
It went down fast. That shit went fast.
Mimi, where was you when the riots cracked off?
Man, I was right there on getting on the 10 freeway right off of La Cienega. I remember the moment.
Yeah. We was all like within a mile of each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I was in Compton.
We was all literally within a mile of each other.
Blaze was within that radius too, right?
No. I was in Tom's liquor store. That's the first spot that they ever hit.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I was up in that joint, man. Football and stumped the dude out. They did. Yeah, I was in there, man. I thought I was the man. I had all kind of juices and ho-hos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had a bunch of Martinelli apple juices under my bed. I'm telling my brother, we can't be up. Man.
You was balling.
That shit was like a sip.
$10 for a sip.
I lived on 70th in Normandy at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, the riots, Florence is like 2 blocks from there.
2 blocks.
Yeah, so it's literally right there, man. Yeah, I was mad because we, once I came in with that first backpack of goodies, Miles locked us down. I was mad. I wanted to get back out, but thinking about it now, that shit was dangerous as a motherfucker.
You know what's crazy?
All this shit over some juice and cupcakes.
We had to go to church that night.
You did? Y'all went to church?
We went to church that night. Like all the shit, cause like over there we were, all the shit that Purity was burning down, La Brea and Rodeo, Crenshaw and Rodeo was burning down. All the shit around us was burning down.
Thrifty's definitely.
All that shit. The warehouse music. So I remember having to go to midweek Bible study with moms, and we making a right on La Brea off of Rodeo. And remember that warehouse music? I just remember looking. That's where we got all our music. That's the only place I ever bought music in my life before that.
Wow.
And I had just got Michael Jackson's "Dangerous" CD, like a couple weeks before that. I'm seeing the motherfucker burn down.
That you gave him the long ass, the long ass plastic.
Yeah, the long ass. Yeah, I had just bought that CD there like a couple weeks before that. And the shit burned down. We in midweek Bible study off like Adams. And we just hearing like goddamn the sirens going up and down the goddamn street.
Y'all niggas lucky y'all was
and we came back, nigga, that shit was like the neighborhood was burning.
Nigga, we drove from Compton all the way to our people's house in LA just to go loot some shit. We were so mad, like, why ain't I crack over there first? You know how I went from LA, then they went to Watts, then it got to Compton. You know what I'm saying? So we had a black grocery store right there on what's that? Atlantic.
Yeah,
that what the little food market is right now. They burnt that whole shit down. But I remember the nigga mom outside crying. But I was young nigga. I remember her nigga break like why would y'all do this?
Yeah,
it wasn't even niggas from Compton though. It was LA niggas who had came. They went to Watts. They got with some Watts niggas. Like we finna go to Compton. Yeah. They was trying to get to the like Cerritos area, trying to go there, but nigga, none of that was happening.
You know what's crazy about it?
They shut the freeway down. The 91 was shut down. You couldn't even get into Norwalk and none of that shit.
You know what was crazy? Where we lived, the National Guard was stationed on Rodeo and La Brea. But where did the National Guard go when the police left? They went to Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah.
They said, "Damn, the corner we on."
Yeah, make sure.
They went to Rodeo Drive. I remember seeing them getting in their trucks and rolling out. Cause it was like right down the street from the house. Yeah. And they went to Beverly Hills and was like,
that was the next step. That was the next step. Niggas like, nigga, we need to go hit there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's free shit. Let's go out there, hit Rodeo, nigga.
It was dangerous times, man.
Super
but you know it was kids, because kids don't be knowing. They don't be giving a shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That shit nothing.
Yeah, don't give
I
a
know
shit.
we had a week off school. Yeah, that was a cool week off. But when we got back, everything burned down. Like my neighborhood, everything burned down. Like,
everything.
There was like the 7-Eleven, the convenience market. Well, Clark's Drug stayed open. It turned into Savon's. That one place stayed open. Everything else literally burned down in the neighborhood. We had to start going to Marina Del Rey for everything. Get the fuck out.
Oh wow! Yeah, that same week, my homie burned down the neighbor's house.
That nigga said fuck the neighbor.
That
He
nigga was
didn't
just
mean to do
bad.
it though. You remember them fireworks? Roses.
Roses?
The worst thing is to give a kid.
When they spin, yeah, though my boy lit one and threw it in the air. We didn't think nothing of it. And the wind blew it onto the roof. Woke up at 4 in the morning. That motherfucker was burning down.
No. That shit probably just simmered too up there.
My boy Ma G.
Coming back on.
It was popping and shit.
Man.
I don't know how he got caught. He went to juvenile hall for that. Ma G from.
He went to jail for that?
He went to jail. I don't know how.
Burn down a house.
Yeah, that's
That's not accident. Nigga on purpose. Nigga's a kid.
The insurance company who had to pay that money was like, shit.
Where's my money?
My money.
My money. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna wrap the show up, man. Tell everybody where they can find you. Snaps.
Penn Roethlisberger on IG, Snaptastic_Penn. That Dina Collective album is coming real soon. You think you're right all the time? Well, I write more.
Straight up and down. You already know what it is. Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. That's 00BLZ at Instagram. 00BLZ. Holla backwards.
Hey, y'all.
You got his own ad. Nigga said, shout out to myself.
He said, So look, y'all, it's your girl Mimi. You can check me out at Keeping It Real with Mimi on all social media platforms. Or if you want that poppies, you can go to poppybourbon.com. Get you some. That's PAPISBOURBON.com. For those who need some spelling going on, I love y'all. What it do?
Yeah.
Show.
You let niggas call you Glaze.
Okay.
Glaze.
You ain't done stealing niggas' jokes, man.
You taking shit, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, somebody said that before? Yeah, I wasn't here, bro.
No, you created that.
Man, I feel you. That's an echo jacket you got on.
Yeah. That was original.
Hey, man.
That bomb was crafted from cardboard.
They did that shit and ran like that goddamn rules that got through.
With the you should open the door and let some wind hit it, man. You was burnt out.
You tell niggas you got that ill nana.
You had 2 of them motherfuckers?
I can tell Shelby said that joke since '97.
It's like a nigga giving you 2 swings. Like, nigga, you missed both of them?
I ain't tell you fucked up twice. You supposed to go home after the first
It ain't my
time.
weed, man. I can accept that.
Hey, man, the real Duncan Penny, he was on Instagram. Shut up, Ty. You shouldn't say nothing, nigga. We're talking, Ty.
You're talking, Ty.
Over here in pod, nigga. You over there having a goddamn side conversation, nigga. About top ramen you left on the stove. Anyways, man, the real Duncan Penny. You get that Blade Brown Duncan Penny Hughes at bandcamp.com. I'm finna have that shit streaming on all the streaming shit y'all listen to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, y'all want beats? Fuck with me at Gangsta Nerd Sound Academy at Gmail. Cause niggas been asking me, but don't go in my DM because that shit I can't get through all them messages, nigga. I should be getting spam. Shelby hitting me up about walking him.
I like that Paul Bunyan shirt you got on.
It is. Lumberjack, nigga. You ain't never chopped wood in your life, nigga.
Is the game on right now or something?
Yeah.
Way off.
Oh, that's why the stream numbers. Okay. Y'all want to go eat watch the game?
And then they had that
And the NBA and NFL draft is on.
the NFL draft party. Snoop got one cracking.
Yo,
That's what we should have did.
Yo, what up, man? This show, man. Make sure you, The Real DJ Show. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Plan A Radio. Follow me, The Real DJ Show, on all platforms. Also, submit your music to planaradiostation.com. If you want to get your album on my website, let me know. DM me or email me. Show.
You did your shot. You don't do that shit no more. You used to do that shot.
No, I still do it.
You used to be ambitious.
I still do it.
You used to be ambitious.
No, I still do it.
Performance now.
I know what happened.
No, I still do it.
Your girl's like, I don't like when you do that.
That show shit you doing? All that out.
You got your beanie with a Jamba Juice.
That's fine.
That's good. I like that one. I like that one.
The white gummy.
Real quick,
go ahead, Swavey Crockett.
It's man, Sunday in the evening. I don't want anything, but I just want y'all to. Well, actually, I do. I want y'all to hit the like button. If you're in the chat right now, just hit it. It's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. Just do
Crazy
the thing.
whack funky.
Now that's not
That's all right, because my body's in motion.
Now that's that nigga Christian Keys, man.
Anyone can do this.
Shock G on
Yeah. Anyone can do this dance.
I like my oatmeal lumpy. I'm sick with it. Great gangster Mac. But sometimes I get ridiculous.
Hey, yo, fat girl. Come here, you ticklish. Yeah, I call you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. And then as I be getting busy, I'm a freak. I like the girls with the bump. I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
I'm crazy.
Bars.
Rest in peace, Shock G.
Rest in peace.
Somebody called that nigga Sonny G-Shock. Y'all ain't no watch.
G-Shock. Yeah. That's funny.
All right.
That shit was funny then.
Y'all ain't see the comment?
Somebody.
Yeah, it was in the comment.
Oh, now you claiming the comment.
No, that's what it was.
Got it.
It wasn't my joke, man. It wasn't my joke.
That shit would have hit. You know, I said
Somebody said G-Shock.
G-Shock.
That nigga thought the store clerk was looking. He was like, I ain't taking this. I'm just, for the steal.
Fit for. Go ahead.
Uncle Ty Comedy, Facebook, Twitter, IG. You know what I'm saying? Check the album out. Call him out there. Check out the No Insurance video. Blame the Bartender, Taco Tuesday.
David Croquette. Not Crockett, but Croquette.
And shout out to them out there, Nation. I know you out there.
Shout out.
No, it's a motherfucker.
Yeah, give me. Follow my YouTube channel.
I ain't got nothing to eat. He said, "Give me." I'm like, "Hold on, just give me something."
Shut your yellow ass up. We gonna have tomorrow. I'm gonna do a breakdown of history of the LA riots, how LA was before then, and how that was one of the greatest moments in Black LA history, and how it changed a lot of things. Talk about a lot of the fruitful and positive things that came out of the LA riots.
You and Billy got a podcast coming out. Huh?
Who?
Called
Searching for time.
Called Kinship and Ass Play.
You dressed like a crane operator, nigga. Fuck you. Yeah.
Kinship and Ass Play.
And the book is coming out soon. Sorry it's taking so goddamn long, but I done added like 5 chapters to it since in the last 4 or 5 days. So.
It's now 6 chapters.
Coming from a nigga who ain't read since 11th grade. That's why it's out.
Candy, the page is stuck together, so you gotta wait for that to loosen up. We done?
That's it.
Kinships and ass plays.
This shit start like bitch.
Saving Uncle Ty.
Gonna be on the cover.
Saving Uncle Ty. He said saving Uncle Ty.
No, man, I can't wait to read that book, man. What's the name of it again?
I don't know yet.
He changed it.
It's about family communication. It's about communicating with your family members in a way that's going to be constructive. So,
How genius is that? I don't know yet. A communication book. Oh my God! Go ahead and write that down. 30% of whatever you make.
Well, before it was. Remember we said it was like, you know, how to back off without seeming like a whole ass nigga.
That's a good idea.
That's right.
That's a good idea because when it comes to your family, man, you need them the rest of your life. So you got to know how to talk to them. And a lot of people want. Here's what I found in my 20 plus years working with families. A lot of people want to do better. They just don't know how to do it.
That's a fact.
And you know, so instead of sitting back and judging people, like hell, let me write a book because I've been doing this shit for 20 years. Right. Let me write a book on what I've observed that's worked and what doesn't work.
Somebody got to write a book to tell motherfuckers what to do when they get tired. Because sometimes you just get tired of doing shit. You know what I'm talking about? You get tired of being nice. You get tired of, you just like, nigga, I don't feel like it. Nigga, how do you be that?
Take a break.
That's going to be a bestseller.
Yeah, shit, man, I'd be tired as a motherfucker. But how do you beat yourself?
That might be a future book to write about because really when it comes down to it, when you're tired, you go back to what you're most comfortable doing.
Right.
And if you're most comfortable arguing and using the derogatory terms to people, that's what you're gonna fall back on. But if you develop a pattern of knowing how to speak to the people you love in a loving manner to get the same thing that you would have gotten cussing them out, you can go a lot longer with that. So when you get tired, you're gonna fall back on that pattern if you develop that pattern of speaking to your family members in a loving way.
Let us know, man. As soon as you burp up a title, man, give it to us.
Burp up a title.
Communicable facts.
Communicable facts.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I get that.
That's been this episode of Kraig Facts. Oh, you something? Oh yeah, tune in on Monday. We're gonna be on Caffeine on Monday, 6 to 8, man. So make sure y'all check that out on the Caffeine Network. And then next Tuesday and Thursday here again as well. If all you something, get it from God. God.
Yeah.